one, like I love my neighborhood, and it was never the view like, oh, I gotta get out of my neighborhood. It was never that.
We are back. Yo. You got sound effects? I can't hear them.
Exclusively for him, huh? We can't even enjoy them
We can't
anymore.
even hear them no more.
Hogging the sound effects.
I
missed the headphones.
Comebacks in the pod. There's
Comebacks.
comebacks. No more headphones, dog.
Hey, it's got to be the tariffs, though. You know?
The whole tag. Everything's getting more and more. Everything is getting prices both. That's why everybody's getting their prices up. PlayStation, they raised it up by $100, right? Like,
Yeah, I saw some stats that said because of the tariffs, groceries on average are like 30% up in 1 month.
Yeah, I can imagine.
From like June to July.
All right, let's hold on. Let me fix your mic. Your
My mic?
You're gonna have to be.
Am I too hot? Am I too loud?
That's for
It's the center thing.
Oh.
See, fool, we had our
It's
headsets.
not
we would've
a,
noticed.
it's not a, what is it called when it's one direction?
360.
No, there's a name to it. I don't know. I forgot what it's called.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, the tariffs has been
Nah, I feel the hits at the groceries. I ain't gonna lie, fool.
Yeah.
That
For
shit
real.
be fucking taxing.
I feel
dog.
hits everywhere, fool. Gas
Fool, that's
station,
already
dog,
paused, but
everywhere,
yes,
fool.
I feel
Yes.
hits everywhere too, dog. Hey, we're just talking about car insurance, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Every year that shit's going up for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
No accidents, nothing, dog. It's still going up.
Yeah, and they wouldn't even cover most of your things anymore.
And that's every insurance. So even if you try to shop around, you're still averaging the same fucking cost, right?
Yeah.
And they're only giving you a 6 months, I think, contracts, right?
Contracts.
Yeah, 6
Like
months.
6 months. What's that about? Sheesh.
yeah.
Profit,
It's
baby.
tragic.
Yeah. I don't know.
sucks.
I think that's what the government needs to get in there, and figure something
But
out.
I think it's them who is giving them the power to just be able to lift these rates.
Exactly,
fool.
that's what I'm saying. Like, is that
fucking regulations, dog. They need
government-
fucking regulations.
the government needs to step into the whole insurance. A lot of this shit is a scam. In my opinion, like if you're driving good for most of the year, they should be giving you at least 30% back. Fool.
I don't nose and drive, fool.
Huh?
I don't nose and drive. I don't nose.
Yeah, for real.
How fuck am I getting taxed like I
Hey,
am?
but you know how they talk about like in Glendale how the insurance is high? It's like also kind of depends on the city you live in, right?
Yeah. And where you're driving.
Glen-
Well, the type
Burbank.
of cars, right? Because Glendale
True.
is notorious for like Beamers and like fucking Mercedes Benzes, so makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
Yeah.
I felt the danger just driving around there.
What does that mean?
We're at.
Just around Glendale,
can you
you can just
explain what
feel
that
the recklessness, in the air.
Everyone's in a rush.
There's tension for
just
everyone's
tension
looking
in
for
the
that
air.
opportunity.
Yeah, they're just trying to look for the next quickest way to get to the next light, even if you're gonna end up right side by side,
Yeah.
Yeah. But why? What do you mean? Why Glendale?
It's just a certain type of people that like to drive fast,
Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. The scammers. The scammers.
Hey,
I
that's
didn't
you
say
saying
it.
it, not
I didn't
me.
say it.
I didn't insinuate.
I do have a few friends that live there, and unfortunately, that's what they did for a while, and
Yeah.
it works. Making $10,000-$15,000 a month easy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
With
crazy.
insurance fraud scams.
I don't know about that. More like
Allegedly.
brokering deals that they weren't necessarily
Covering?
supposed to broker. Yeah.
This shit gets deep, dog. The insurance talk gets deep.
It does.
Yeah.
It just
The
does.
car business is wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's everybody's week though?
Chill.
How's your week? How's your week? Not hunting?
Me and the homie SCLA Clips, we joined with some community orgs, so we got some stuff for the students, back to school shit. So
With foods and medicine, right?
Who's in Medicine, and then this great organization called Raíces con Voz. And yeah, they're doing some dope shit, and we helped them out with like the content stuff, but also some of our close homies are there, so we kind of helped in with that too, like the donations and stuff, drive through and shit. So that was pretty dope to see, man.
That's it.
Shout out the community.
Yeah, I follow both of those pages. Pretty.
Was your week, Brandon?
My week, damn, the same as every other week, man. It's become more difficult to sort of
Distinguish?
pinpoint anything.
It
what
sucks,
I'm
fool,
doing.
because that was me 6 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to try hard to change that shit, because it just becomes a blur to distinguish week over week, dog. And like,
Yeah.
I think from what I read, I think your biggest memories come from like going outside of your normal schedule and like traveling and shit. So I'm just thinking about traveling soon, dog, just to
Yeah.
get away from that fucking routine.
Yeah.
My highlights of the week are like going to the gym. And
That's
pretty
good,
much
though.
it. Yeah, I've really been enjoying getting back into it. Like I've been really consistent for like the last 2-3 weeks. I'm on a cut right now. Like I'm dieting.
Yeah.
I'm like eating as clean as possible, and newbie gains are insane because I haven't worked out properly in like a few years, and I'm like 70% as strong as I used to be, and I used to be able to lift like 4 plates on deadlift,
Whoa,
and like I used to
shit.
squat 3 plates. So I just attempted again. So I'm at like 3.5 plate deadlift and 2 plate squat. So I'm pretty happy about that. So.
Oh, shit.
So your routine, like, do you have a routine like leg day or?
Oh, you
just
just
go into
the
everything?
push pull leg. You push is basically chest and arm workouts and your triceps. Pull is like back workouts, your biceps and your shoulders, and then legs is just legs and stuff. So you typically want to do a mix of like 1 week push pull legs looks a little different than the next week, but you pretty much do the same thing and incrementally go up in weight as you go.
Cardio? Do you mix in cardio or no?
I try to on leg day. I'll never do it because I'm just dead
It's
by
just
the end.
fucking weak,
But
huh?
I try to incorporate like 20-30 minutes at the end, just a little bit of Stairmaster or.
Stairmaster will do it to you.
Yeah.
dog,
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie.
Stairmaster gives you that
That shit will do it to you.
the gap,
The Giat.
Yeah.
Brandon with the Giat.
Unfortunately, that's the first issue I started to get. The pants start fitting a little too tight, even though the waist is
Too much in the
shrinking.
Too much in the behind.
Yeah.
What about yours is weak, Prime?
So how's your week, David?
Not much food, just doing the little projects that I'm working on and kids back
Which
to
is
school.
what kind of projects?
Huh?
What kind of projects?
The little candle we
fucking
got
brush
burning
real
up.
quick.
Little candles. Nah, this
That
is
little
a dope,
candle burning
fool.
up.
I was saying it smells like I'm back at Abuelita's house.
So what's
we
the
just-
process like? What's the update? What you've been up to lately with that?
Well, I mean, I've been just testing out different waxes, same fragrances. I just want to see what works best. What's a louder scent for? You know what I mean? I like that shit to be danky for. So, well, this is my first try, and we just lit this one up, so we'll see how it comes out. But for the most part, I mean, it smells pretty good.
Yeah, follow the IG, dog. What is it?
Follow the IG.
Oh, the IG's La Candelita.
La Candelita coming
brand new,
soon.
dog. It's
Sick
coming.
ass shit.
It for sure has a scent though.
Huh?
I smell.
You do?
Yeah,
I'm glad.
that's
I'm
one.
glad.
But what are you learning about yourself with this process? Patience.
Nah, fool.
He's like unleashing trauma he hasn't gone through.
Nah, I mean, for me, it's like I'm so used to having things in order, fool. So, before I start anything, before I set everything up, dog.
You're
know,
that guy that he wants everything to be at the right time.
My boy,
everything
He's
precise.
in the zone.
I lay everything out, fool, make sure everything's right where I need it to be, fool, and then I just start cooking, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I start
Right.
putting the scents together, I measure everything.
Walter White over here.
So at the end, fool, all I gotta do is just dump everything in, fool, and I got my kids involved in this one actually.
That's so
Hell
dope.
yeah,
That's so
So
dope.
I was chilling right there in the kitchen and shit. My girl was cooking, and the kids were, playing their fucking
That's
tablets
dope,
all
fool.
day, bro.
Being creative, especially with the kids. getting
So I'm
involved.
just like, fuck, you guys want to do something? They're like, yeah, let's do them. So that's when I set everything out. I helped them measure out the scent, and they basically did everything. To be honest, so I was just there looking at them, enjoying it. You know what I mean? Because that's who I'm doing it for, dog. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Later on, once I have that shit up and running, dog, if my kids are up for it, bro, like, handle it. This is you. One of them. Try and create 3 businesses, one for each. So
Bro, throw a camera up and
it.
document that shit, bro.
I know.
I know I haven't
Just
done
throw
that.
it up, fool. Forget
People
about
eat
it.
that
Put it
shit
right in
up.
the corner.
Get your.
I gotta get my glasses.
Ray-Bans. Make it easier on yourself.
But that's basically what the plan is for. So hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you clean as you go, or you
What do you mean? Do I clean?
like
the
as
mess?
you're like cooking up, like you clean as you go, or
See,
you?
I'm just that kind of guy.
David's one of those.
And it's basically me just setting myself up for the next round. You know what I mean? Like I hate having to clean up before anything, food. So meanwhile, everything is hot and cooking, food. It's easier to clean it up right then and there, food. So
Yeah.
everything's back up. So hopefully next week I order some new jars. I'm gonna do some bigger ones now, some 16 ounces. So let's see how that works out.
Okay, damn, that's dope. Is there any like a scheduled month that you want to drop?
I don't want
What
to
are
throw
you
anything
looking
out there
at?
yet. Not yet. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Let's put a deadline.
Heritage
folks.
month. Heritage month. Heritage month.
honestly, for me, it's like I want it to be kind of perfect in the sense where it's like I already got it.
It's never perfect.
Nah, not perfect, but to the point where I know it's gonna smell good at her house even when I'm not there. You know what I mean? And not like coming here and be like, oh yeah, it smells good. It's doing what it needs to do. I
Yeah.
want to be confident when I ship this shit out. It's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys are gonna enjoy the experience. So.
Do you know that Gwyneth Paltrow like put out a candle with like her vagina scent.
Yeah,
No
she did.
fucking shit.
Yeah, dude.
How does it
And
smell?
that, I wouldn't know, but apparently
that
that shit was like
$500 or
it was
what?
like it's super expensive.
Well, bro, there's people fucking buying
crazy.
underwear and all sorts of shit on OnlyFans. That's wild.
Didn't Erica
I'm
Badu
sure they'd buy a
do
candle.
that too?
She
Like
did it with the incense.
incense or something like
Yeah.
Oh,
that?
did she?
She did.
crazy.
She did.
That's
It was
crazy.
sold out too.
It's
sold
sold
out.
out.
Yeah, for
You couldn't
sure.
get it.
God,
You couldn't
man.
get it, bro. How'd you
I
know
don't-
that?
like,
I think they also hit the bootleg. They're also being bootleg.
hey,
I don't think.
hey, but was it the fans or the freaks still buying it? So,
Oh shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Ah, shit. Where we? You
But yeah, I'm
mentioned-
not trying to put a date on it yet. But you know, it's coming sooner than later.
That's dope. That's dope. What you do? What you been up to, Fly?
We went to a TF's show
Yeah?
with the live band.
Oh, you were at that show.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one
at
too.
that
That one was
show.
dope,
Damn.
bro.
I was busy. It was busy. Yeah,
Ah,
that shit was.
sick.
Hotel Ziggy in
Yeah,
what is it, Sunset?
I'm not. That's a name that I barely even fucking heard
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, Hotel
Yeah, it was
Ziggy.
on
That's
Hollywood.
just pretty hard, bro. It's like a low key little like bar, but it's like the main entrance of the hotel, and they have like a room where like they do
Like a
performances.
banquet room.
No, it's not even a banquet room. It's just like a room where they have performances, and right before that room, they have like it looks like a lounge.
Yeah.
It was like
Sick.
pretty chill, very intimate. Not a lot of it was a lot of people, but it wasn't like a show environment. Like, and TF was out there just walking around, talking to everybody. They're selling
Sick.
merch. But watching it live, that shit was hard.
And your Tookie videos
bro.
doing numbers, no?
The Tookie nose. He did Tookie nose at the end, bro.
Dang, I love Tookie Nose. fool.
And he's like, hey,
fire.
he said, I'm gonna play it, but y'all gonna have to do the first verses because I don't know him. So the crowd started singing along a Q's verse,
Yeah.
and then they did a Traffic's verse, and then he went crazy on his verse. That shit was pretty tight, bro.
That's
It's
Like, you-
different with live
legendary
instrument,
right
no?
yeah, bro, you had to be there
That's a
because
badass song.
I was watching the sound check, and they would, and for some songs there was a guy who was playing like the original song with the sample, and then they'll cut it off, and then that's when the band takes over. So you get that first initial sound, familiar sound of what it is, and then they cut it off, and then the band takes over, and you're
Oh,
just
like
like,
I think that's when rappers are performing with the live band. It's very important to not lose the essence of the original track, but amplify like the certain like the drums, because
Yeah.
because even like working with Conejo with that, because I've always told him like not all the records you have to do all the band, like you should amplify certain sounds.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be live band, because sometimes as a fan, I don't want to hear like when Kendrick did at the GNX tour when he did Mad City, like that rendition. I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
it didn't
fool.
even sound like the song no more.
He did it-
bro.
he did it with the
Mad
band?
City Mad City is meant to be Mad City. Fool.
Yeah.
I didn't care for these not nice orchestra like that. All that was cool, but damn, low-key, I feel like he robbed us for that moment.
yeah,
Nah. I could appreciate things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Like I don't know. I think certain records shouldn't be touched so much. You know, unless it's done very well. Like Tookie Knows, that was a great record because
Yeah.
that's Alchemist, I believe, right? Is that Alchemist?
I'm not sure to be honest.
Yeah, shit, that's
But I will
fucking
say like of course no back vocals, so he was just all live
Yeah,
vocals
it's
the whole
gas.
time.
that's dope.
And also, what else? What am I forgetting? You know how you perform hip hop performance? You're like working the stage, working the
Yeah.
room. He's more like the mic stand, and he took it off the thing, but he wasn't like walking around. He was still in the essence of a live band performance. Like he wasn't. It was a little bit different kind of performance than typical hip hop shit. So I think that was cool. That's the one thing that I did notice that it was a different style of performance, but.
Yeah, I'm sad I
And seeing
missed
his
it.
background, like T's, he's a gangster rapper, but how he's able to also incorporate a creativity for everything that he does. Like always, he just somehow always comes back with like a way to present his art in a very unique way. And I think it's very important as a gangster rapper to always illustrate that yeah, we are giving you street rap, but to play it in different ways where people could appreciate it, that's fucking dope. And also, it takes somebody that's really artistic to even get into that lane for doing
sure.
live band.
Yeah, cause shout out to the Furnace Band. I think they do a work for Exhibit too. So they got range, and I was hearing TF say that they have more than than enough members. So like they could be at two venues at the same time.
Oh, shit.
Like they got a good rotation of players.
Oh, players.
So I mean they got down, bro. They did their thing. So That shit was
Yeah, I fuck
cool.
with
To
that.
experience it
That
firsthand,
dope.
that was
really
tight.
dope.
Yeah.
No, Magwap spoke on it too. Magwap, I think he pulled the right Magwap with.
Yeah, Macwap, King, everybody
Yeah,
was
they
there.
were like, yo,
Tiny, there
they
was
were
a bunch of people,
they were
bro.
praising his performance.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this fool
Yeah,
just
there was a bunch of people.
finds ways to just be creative, and I think it's very important.
That shit was
Especially when
tight.
you're surrounded with a lot of greats, it's like it's great to.
Especially
Yeah.
when it's intimate like that, dog. I love music.
And it was
Oh.
free. That shit was free,
it's
bro.
crazy.
Oh,
Like,
I like that. It's kind of like when we went to the Schoolboy Q, the Blue Lips.
Yeah.
That was an intimate venue
it was
too. You know, it was dope.
It was an intimate experience.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing about LA, dog. Like you're always gonna find like shows that might not be the most biggest shows, but you'll have a good time.
It'll
in
still
LA.
be a great
Like,
show.
And I also like I challenge anybody that just looking to like experience new music. Yo, go to these smaller shows. You might not know these artists who perform, but yo, try them out. Because you most likely you're gonna have fun. Like you're gonna have fun just being in these rooms.
There's one thing I've never been disappointed is LA music scene, bro. Like there's always something good to check out on the weekend, fool. Even if it's a smaller artist, sometimes they put on good shows, fool.
And you never know
because
who
they
you-
know what LA means to the music,
Yeah.
fool. Like they'll come here and perform their ass off, dog.
I wish that
And also,
LA
you don't know who you're gonna meet. For you never know who you're gonna meet as creatives even in the fucking room. So what were you gonna say, man?
I wish that LA would cater more to like these festival type of things, because they used to do the shows back in Santa Monica called
at the
Twilight
beach?
Series
Yeah, at the-
concerts.
at the pier.
Those are awesome.
Those
I
were
would go
badass.
literally every week, even if I didn't know the artists, because they were that good. They always came up with a really good artist. And then here in downtown LA, they had Bring It Back to Broadway or something, or Back on Broadway. I went to that a few years ago, and again, they shut down the entire Broadway street and had like maybe 4 or 5 blocks of just like bands on every different.
I remember
like,
that.
Yeah, and those are some of the best times I've ever had, man. It's just a free concert you get to go to
Yeah,
that
I remember
Los
that, right?
Angeles caters to.
Yeah, I remember seeing those Tigres del Norte like that on the Broadway. They used to have a Broadway festival back in downtown in the 90s, the late 90s. That's how I saw a lot of bands. 'Cause they
Yeah.
were free. And it was just like, yeah, I think we're getting to that LA concert, just doing that a lot.
Low key, and they're having that shit at Pershing Square. I haven't been, but it looks a
Yeah.
little hectic.
I'm connected with them already, so hopefully I can make something
But they've been
happen.
doing that right there.
They've been doing it like that.
They've been doing it
yeah.
consistently
Yeah,
too, like every month at
consistently.
least one.
So they do free shows, and I think only if you want to be in the VIP is what they charge. Like,
Yeah.
for the most part, it's dope to even
It
have
should
that.
get pretty
though.
packed though. It looks like.
It does. Fool, it's be getting fucking
I haven't
packed.
tried it though.
Yeah, when I went to that Broadway thing, I think the headliner was War.
Damn.
It
What
should,
year
be
was
called,
that?
it should be called Fiesta Broadway, right? Am I not mistaken?
Bring It Back to Broadway is what
Okay,
I
okay.
remember.
I remember Fiesta Broadway though.
Fiesta Broadway was the one with like the Latinos ones. Like that one was popping. Yeah, but yeah, LA. That's what we should like. I advise people to like do that more often. Like go to small shows, and support small artists. Support these artists that are putting their life into these forms of art. And sometimes they're not unappreciated. But I'm saying like, as a fan of music, you should give it a try. Get out of your circle. Get out of your normal. Of genre and try.
Oh, this
different
week's
things.
Crenshaw Jazz Festival this weekend. I'll probably hit
that's
that.
dope.
I love the jazz music
Yeah, me too.
scene. Fool. Every time it happens on Central Avenue, right there in
Yeah.
South Central, I always hit that shit for sure.
Oh shit!
Sick.
Yeah,
And that's is it by Lamar Park?
yeah, Limerick Park.
Okay.
It's gonna be right there this Saturday.
They always have dope stuff over there. Huh?
Yeah, fool. We need to replicate that in South Central, dog. I've been eyeing. They have a great sense of community, art, everything over there right now, dog. All their coffee shops are tapped in. They're open late night, and they always have good shit going on over there. Dog.
If you were to do a South Central festival, where would you have it at?
Central Ave, fool. That's where they throw a jazz festival. Fool.
Yeah, but where from where to where?
I think it's like King to like Vernon.
King to Vernon.
That's where the old jazz clubs are at.
Yeah.
The old black jazz
Yeah, I
clubs from
remember
like
that,
the
yeah,
70s and
historically,
60s. Yeah.
a lot of them. Yeah,
It's historic.
you know what the minute they gotta bring back the HP, the Huntington Park.
Hey, fool, I used to go to that one.
me
low-key.
too. I used to go to those too.
Sonora Dinamita. Fool.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch
Oh,
of good
yeah.
groups there. Yeah, yeah.
I think I saw Jesse Morales when
Jesse Morales,
yeah, like
Hey,
man.
Sonora Dinamita has been like everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
dog.
They've
I've been
been
to so many
everywhere.
festivals and they're always there.
They opened up the 6th Street Bridge. They
Nah,
were
fool,
there.
They're everywhere, fool. They're fucking everywhere. But I think it's different lineups, though, low key. I think over the years. it's
Oh,
been-
they've been switching,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're legendary, man.
Yeah, they
That
are.
band.
Well, they are for
Yeah.
sure. They're everywhere.
Shit.
What did I do for the week? What the fuck did I do for the week?
You just been working, dude.
I
That's
just
all I
been
see you doing.
Fool. Just been working. I'm working with a new talent for a new show, a Spanish show. Somebody out of Sinaloa. He's been viral before. That's why I know about this person because he went viral probably months ago as a guest on one of the top Mexico podcasts. So he's now living in LA, and I'm excited for that one. A different show, catering to he's a he's kind of like a he does content where he gives you like gems, life gems. It's not he's not comedic, but he gives you some really good just
Like
he
motivation.
doesn't give you viral, right? Not motivation, but he gives you like he went viral for like a topic that he spoke on friends. He's like, you don't have friends until you've been to the ups and downs, and understand what a really friends is. Because he like everybody calls it everybody friend nowadays.
Some like true life
real
lessons
life
and shit.
insightful
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
and
Some wisdom.
yeah, so he does like a lot of real from a real like a very real perspective, and see how that does, because those go for like reels.
And we need some of that.
Yeah,
honestly.
those
If
are
it's in
certainly
Spanish,
good
it's
for
something my
reels.
mom could watch for, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And then I think he's gonna have a sidekick on the side with the mask on, and then we're gonna play off that a little bit to have a little bit of comedic relief.
Are you gonna be the sidekick fool? Is that what?
Nah, not me.
He's gonna be a chacal or
Some sábado gigante.
I reached out to I don't know if you know who he is, El Señor de los Cielos, the actor. What's his name? Rafael Maya. He's one of like the top Mexican actors. He's gonna pull up to that show. So like, I've been reaching out to a lot of people. I got Los Desvelados, the Rancho Humilde. They used to be from Rancho Humilde. They're coming into All Facts live stream next week, next Wednesday. So just we're getting a lot of really good with the full community. We're getting a lot of hype, a lot of traction. And
traction.
I'm loving it.
And I think some of your skill there too, fool, is fucking magazine covers you've been doing. You
Oh
gotta-
yeah.
Hey, that
Forget about
Conejo one,
fool.
fool.
Fire.
That shit was
Yeah,
solid.
I've
You
been-
gotta
I
have that shit on
appreciate
the
it.
agenda, fool, because you'll be forgetting.
I
You
know.
gotta do that shit with all of them.
Well, I have the Jada Mag. I gotta drop Jada Mags. I gotta drop FIFAs. I have two FIFA ones that I gotta drop, but I gotta catch up on those.
I seen somebody trying to bite that.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
Yeah.
That
take,
whole magazine stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, they could try.
take
but-
full advantage, fool. Do that shit every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, today I booked 2 photo shoots based on that picture. I got 2 calls
Con conejos?
within an hour. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yo,
Well,
I
fuck,
need
look at
that
that
for my
picture with-
business. I'm like, hey,
That was the first one you did, no?
Huh?
The Conejo was the first one you did
For which one?
for the magazine.
No, I've been doing them for prior to that one. I did the
You did
Tommy
Bale, you
Guns.
did Bale
I did
too?
Bale. No, Bale was the first one.
Oh, Bell was the first.
Bale was the first one.
Oh, first one from this year, huh? Because you had done it before a few years ago. So something similar with like the magazine.
I did it with 44 Vato.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, yeah,
44 I
44.
did it for primers everyone when I had that live stream going, and I want to bring it back because like I said, photography. That's like I love photography, and then now that I'm maybe implementing like film, the Conejo one wasn't film, but I'm more excited for the film part. That incorporating that with some digital just. But yeah, dog, expect more of that. Expect more.
You know
of
who
that.
needs a story cover, fool? La Candelita, dog.
La Candelita,
Oh,
it's coming.
It's
It's coming.
Oh, that's coming,
for
though.
sure. No, I do plan to do one for all of us. Like,
Yeah.
like I have pictures from you and from Marvin. So that's coming soon también, like individual. I just want to fill up the page with just consistent articles, consistent content, and it is AI. I use AI a lot, but also I'm very hands-on with the AI. I'm like feeding it details, editing it, so it's not like completely all AI. I make sure that it's kind of like speaks to something that I would say. So, it's a little mixture.
At
of
least
both.
you're honest. I mean, most people wouldn't fucking say that shit.
Hey,
dog.
it's kind of hard nowadays not to use it, fool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I try my best to avoid it.
Now
in
that
most
we-
senses, dog.
Yeah.
I use it more like a Google search. When I'm trying to find out facts, I use it in that
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
But yeah, creativity. I've used it before, and I've tried not to get used to using it all the time. Fool.
It's too easy.
It's
Yeah.
all about just curating it, just
Curating it. I'm just curating it, curating the
Yeah.
vibes. But yeah, I'm excited for that. It's getting a lot of traction. Like today,
That one gas. Fool, I ain't gonna lie, the Conejo one.
yeah. Especially for him, it's like whenever me and Conejo connect, fool, it always goes back to like the magic. Cause I don't know, I know how to shoot that fool. Like I know how to shoot that fool, and then it just goes back to like that magic of like what we have as creatives. Cause when you he's like my muse, right? I've been working with him for a minute, so it's that like that comfort, And I had those pictures on the tug. I was just waiting for the album to come out.
Oh, you had those?
Yeah, I had them in
Oh,
the tug.
shit,
I had them
shit,
in the
shit.
tug. So that one was for a video. No, interview shoot that we did for. We were pitching a show
series,
to
huh?
the networks called Ski Mask Boys. So it was from that taping. I've been holding on until he released a new album. So shout out to Conejo. He released a
Conejo.
rock album called Sidjo. And it's dope. It's dope. It's good to see him just like being a creative as well, just like TF. Just not worrying about the crowd, and just doing what he wants to do in life, and just be creative. That's kind of one thing that he has. For he's not creating for his fan. He's creating for himself. Whatever he wants, whatever how he feels, and and that's dope as an artist to be able to have that leverage and have that time to do it. And expect for him to do more movies coming soon, and also getting into his producer bag. So shout out to Conejo, and yeah, shit.
Hey, I also want to shout out Marcel and Bale. We did he invited us to a listening
Yes.
session on Sunday.
How was that, phone?
It was
Besides
very.
being hot, was it hot in there?
Nah, it was
fresh?
AC. It was AC. Yeah,
It was hot.
Oh, he's a big back boy. Straight seat of the fucking. They look hot in there, dog.
Crazy, though.
It wasn't hot, bro. It was AC in all the rooms.
How was it? It was a shot to bell.
It was a very productive listening session because it was more like a Q&A.
Yeah.
It was more like asking for feedback, asking questions and stuff like that. So it felt cool to like get the invite and like they want to hear our opinion. So
Yeah.
I think that was cool. Album was good, no skips. Ghetto Gold coming soon for
Yeah,
sure.
fool, you've been like in the mix pretty heavy this year, way.
Yeah, it's been
I'm gonna
picking
give you
up.
some
Yeah,
love,
yeah.
dog.
Marcel's
Love
just
that.
getting the invites, and then I just meet other media people from there. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, y'all should know each other. This is this is him. This is it."
Yeah.
He's letting me
Shout
know.
out to
like-
myself, showing love
yeah,
too.
so
Showing
Marcel,
love,
yeah,
showing love to
Marcel's dope,
cool
yeah.
media, and it's dope to hear like people like him for giving us shout outs for what we want to be
Yeah,
known for.
our
Yeah.
music came up in
Yeah.
that.
Music.
Fucking-
We
that's
want to know.
crazy.
We want to be known for music. We want to be known for like actually having conversations about music, not just trying to always. There's other shows for other things, but cool media is for just authentic cultural topics, fool, and to go in depth with music and shit. Even shout out to FIFA, pulled up last week.
No, shout out to
Yeah.
people that have come on
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it's an early podcast still, and people fucking with it. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
fool.
I try to give them like their worth. You know what I mean? Like the photos, like it's like comes with the package. For like they fuck with us, they're gonna get a nice little press run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Bell, kicked it off with
Shout
us.
out to Bro. You got gas to the pedal, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You know,
he did say he'll be back when the album drops.
hell
so-
yeah.
Any
So
ETA
Bell
on
will
the
be back,
album
yeah.
date dropping? ETA?
Nah, he didn't say.
Nah?
Nah, they didn't say. Nah.
And I appreciate you for even like creating those relationships and like opening the doors for us to even
Yeah,
continue working and also building yourself up.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Very important for it. And I'm happy to see you in the mix, for and
Yeah,
to be
that's just
considered to pull up here, to pull up like you're curating shit, nigga.
Well, I mean, it's the space is here, so I'm just kind of just taking advantage and like,
Yeah, for sure.
seeing what we can do.
We're here to
Moving
build-
around.
We're here to build each other up, folks,
Yeah.
honestly. And I think the way we all have to come up with like the same type of mentality of like
Yeah.
uplifting voices and art. We're all here for the same shit.
Everybody's a special
Hey, I'm not
piece,
gonna
bro.
lie,
Everybody's
that's
a,
just smacking right now.
it hit you?
Yeah.
It's just smacking.
All the candles,
Yeah.
shoot,
Yeah.
candles
Go,
coming
fool.
soon, fool.
You got a drop date, fool. You need to give a drop date. They're ready, fool.
Yeah. Hey, when did you? Oh, let me see. Yeah.
What?
Hold it.
I'm gonna say your birthday was August, right?
Yeah.
Passed. But yeah, what else we got? What else we have? Let's get on to the topics. Fool. We have Spotify adding DMs for user interactions. I think when I heard that at first, I was like, okay, they're just trying to keep people stuck in that app more, right? They wanna,
That's my first thought.
You know,
fool.
almost like-
they just want you engaged all the time in that
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
app, bro.
But they already had that where you kind of share music, right? You create your
collab-
own-
you can
you
collab,
collab
like,
on
on
the
a playlist,
playlist and stuff, and that was already cool. Fuck, what you need a DM?
Hey, but does it mean I
somebody,
can DM Glorilla or no?
you know?
Gorilla's
I'm
a
in,
sick
bro.
one.
Fuck it.
What's the story behind that?
Out of everybody.
Okay.
Hey, cause you remember when that fucking Instagram updated where you could call people? Like, all these
Yeah.
celebrities were getting called like a motherfucker that first day it came out.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
shit.
They got
hilarious.
swamped, bro. They got
Oh,
swamped with that
damn.
FaceTime call
That's
type
crazy.
shit.
I had no idea.
That's crazy.
Nah, I think it's just every.
But I have no one on Spotify I want to talk to like that. What the fuck?
Nah,
Yeah, I
I
know.
think you'll be able to interact with other users. I guess.
I don't really follow other users. I follow
Yeah,
artists.
that's why I kind of feel like it was a little trippy. Like the hell.
And I mean, I wouldn't mind being able to like comment under a song. You know what I mean? Like when this whole Kendrick shit was going on, I wouldn't mind
You
being
know
in there.
what? Sometimes I
And-
do.
and-
That-
shooting the shits,
that-
you know what I mean?
That actually would be a really good
That's
idea.
dope.
fool.
Fool,
But
'cause
to,
when I do
like,
like a
reach
song
out
on
to
Spotify,
somebody, like,
I'll go to
nah.
YouTube to read comments way after I like a song on Spotify.
That would be a really good idea.
Well, they already do that for podcasts on Spotify. So
Oh, there's comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yes,
comments.
I didn't
on-
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a comment section on it, which is dope.
That would be
Yeah.
dope for a song.
That
fool,
would
to
be
just
fucking
see,
dope, fool.
like, especially like real fucking accounts. Like to be able to see what's
Crazy
happening.
poll
what's
questions
They gotta
or
take your
some
idea,
dope.
fool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
take
that's a
your
good
idea.
idea. Right there.
Yeah.
Spotify could check, homie.
I think the way that people are going to use it most is like artists reaching out to their fan base to see like, hey, what do you think of this music? And also get feedback, but also get them to like purchase their products and stuff. That's a hole they're gonna eventually go towards. Like they're just gonna be able to send ads to the messages and
No, Spotify
sell-
is really good for
Yeah.
that. Like,
But they this is after they fucked up with the Spotify yearly thing, right? We got to say that the last few years just kind of like gone on a downfall.
What do you mean
The-
yearly? What do
the
you mean?
rewind
The rap.
or the rap.
Yeah, that shit fell off last
Oh,
year.
the wrap up. It was,
They
why
kind of
was
used
it?
AI
Because
and
it was
shit.
ugly.
It seemed like they used AI mostly. It was like repetitive for
Oh.
everybody, so people weren't fucking with it last year. So I think they're on their tip of upgrading their marketing too.
But look, for promoters, Spotify's a big tool for them because it'll break down like certain artists, what city they're popping the most. A lot of like underground hip hop blog, they use Spotify because Spotify has a feature where if you have a show, it'll push
Yeah,
the
yeah.
show
That's
to
dope.
all their fan base.
Yeah.
So it's a very very good tool for like promoters, anybody that's trying to work in the music space. They'll tell you that where you're popping, or where's your most popular city, so that way you can map up your tour and shit. So it's a very important tool.
Every app's trying to be a social app nowadays. fool.
Spotify is. I mean, I have Apple Music, unfortunately, but
I kind of want to move over, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Spotify.
No, to something else. I had Tidal before. It's cool, but it's still buggy. Spotify, I don't know, dog. All these changes.
I don't know why I'm hesitant
Oh,
to
shit.
purchase Apple Music, fool.
Huh?
I can't. I'm hesitant to purchase Apple Music.
Why?
I don't know. Because I think Spotify just works
Spotify is
too,
dope,
too
man.
well,
But
fool.
I don't like all the changes that come in, bro. To be honest, it's
Oh,
getting kind of
okay.
annoying, fool.
Nah.
What I like about their algorithm, like
That's the only thing that
that's
keeps
the
me.
only thing that I miss
sure.
about Spotify.
Yeah.
I fuck
Discover
with,
Weekly.
I fuck with it
Yeah,
because
dude,
it
that's my
has
shit.
Yeah.
like the
Discover Weekly.
audiobooks, fool. It's got everything there,
shit,
fool. You know what I mean? The
it does.
podcast.
But,
Soon enough, you have a profile with your picture, and then you can upload pictures and videos.
Nah,
It'll become
yeah,
your
I
next
can't do all
social app.
that.
Fool. Soon
Yeah.
enough.
It might be.
That's what it's,
It
bro.
might
Every
be.
app needs to be social and like keep you engaged as much as they can, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Music is playing music after you like finish listening to a song. Like I was hearing an album, and then after that, it played something that was similar to it. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's new because it didn't used to do
It
that.
does that, but it's not as on point as Spotify. Just like let's say you're fucking with like a Bryson Tiller record, they'll flip it to a one that's like, oh shit, I could fuck with this. Like they're really good at curating that. I think would say about Spotify. They're really good because Apple Music is, but it's just not as curated like
No,
Spotify
for sure.
is.
They're for sure missing on that end.
Yeah, and I think their Spotify team is really good. Like their whole like curators, you know. Sure, but shout out to fucking Spotify doing it up. All right, we have Kendrick. I don't know if they're Kendrick fans, but Drake just been getting trolled back to back, dog. Like he just taking L's after L's after L's, and it's just like I don't even like. You know how I like to clown Drake,
You
but
feel
at
bad?
this point,
You
it's
feel bad?
getting like, damn, it's Drake, find some help. Because it's like, fool, like he's
Find
just
some
getting,
help from who?
Like, man, he needs to just find God. Fool.
He already flew too close to the sun, you know.
It
He
just
needs to
called
go
Truth
country,
with
bro.
Kenny
He
already,
needs to go
fool.
country.
Just
He needs
called
to go
Truth.
country.
Yeah, just go country, dog.
Do something, because well, that fool been getting trolled. He was exiting a hotel in Europe, and people are just keep finding some ways to just fucking diss him all the time.
Bro, that shit has to sting, fool. It has to
It
sting.
does.
fool.
Oh yeah, fool.
Nasty, bro.
And it's that whole Drake thing. He bought a fake Tupac chain, and everybody clowned him for it. He's passed.
That wasn't
away.
real.
No, it wasn't real.
Oh god.
They clowning him for that. Recently also, you know, Fauzi, the streamer.
Yeah, the streamer.
He was in a live stream with a couple like Hollywood girls, like young girls, and one of the young girls was like, "Yo, when I was 16, I was in a bathtub with what's it called?
Bathtub.
Not
What the
bathtub,
fuck?
what's
Where
it
are you
called?
going with
Hot
that?
Hot tub.
16-year-old?
A hot tub with an underage girl. I'm like, she's like, yeah, I was making that for cookies. I don't know whose daughter is that, but like, it seemed like somebody's like of an influencer's daughter. But it's just like, god damn, Drake is just getting hit left and right.
Who said
left
making
and
him
right.
cookies?
Then they said he turned into a streamer after he lost.
He's turning into a streamer, and also the way he's turning into, he's going to like the MAGA ones, fool. That's one thing that is trippy to me, like just to see all the MAGA streamers are like Drake's with them, fool. Like damn, fool, like read the room, you know. At least
Read the
because he canceled Kaisen that one, right? He canceled that one.
I
yeah.
don't know.
He canceled it. Remember they did like we're gonna go live tomorrow, and then they canceled it last
That's funny.
minute.
Read the room.
It's just like damn, this would just can't like catch a break. And
Yeah.
like music, I'm not excited for nothing Drake for honestly. Like
Yeah, I can't.
Fool
Fool.
should
I
just
can't
take
even
like a
bump old
5-year
Drake, I ain't gonna
fucking
lie, fool.
hiatus.
I can't bump old Drake right now.
I
It
something
still
like,
hasn't come back for me full circle, dog.
nah.
That's
No.
crazy.
I don't know. I love Draft Day.
I could do without that song.
I could do with that. But I don't know. You know, just Drake just being Drake right now. I think he just.
Hey, but I also caught myself not listening to Kendrick no more, fool.
Nah, it's just too much.
It was too much. Fool. It was way too much.
Yeah, for the over
I had to
radio
put it in
overdid
the back
fool.
burner for a little bit, dog. You know.
Yeah, I think when anything hits the radio, that's why Euphoria. Oh shit. Start with that one. Hold on.
It's one of those clap-ons.
Nah, hold on.
What, fuse blew out or what?
You know what happened? What happened last
Out.
Maybe it's loose at the actual connection.
It's the ghost of Drake, fool.
Huh.
Hey, Taylor Swift got engaged, Brandon?
Man, you think I keep up with that shit?
I would think you would know like the most information about that. You're like the
Nah.
Swifty informant.
Nah, I
You
don't.
tapped into that space, no? Hey, it's funny for the e-commerce I work for. We sell dresses. That dress sold out in like 30 minutes after that phone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You worked for an e-com brand?
E-commerce.
Oh.
Kind of like Fashion Nova. Revolve?
Oh yeah.
I work for Revolve. Yeah.
Oh nice. I signed up to be a photographer for them for like 10 years ago.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
It never worked out.
Did you go interview?
It was a phone call.
Oh,
That's
shit.
all they gave me. But I did work for the guy that would like create a ton of the silhouettes for jeans and stuff. This guy would get paid $20,000-$30,000 for the the blueprints for the jean designs. So for Revolve, for Seven,
How's your camera away?
what's it called? Seven Jeans something. Seven. The True Religion is another one.
Oh shit! Just a
So
silhouette.
all the major ones, yeah, just a silhouette. But like, from what I understand, the software alone is like $50,000 to get,
shit.
and then he would design the jeans. This guy was like a master jean designer. So
What the fuck?
yeah, so unfortunately his own brand, which I was like the marketing director for, didn't work out because it was just too many things trying to happen there. So the wrong message at the wrong time. If it existed today, like LA jeans for like made in LA for people in LA and shit, it would be huge.
The jean market had a huge fucking.
Because the internet, like social media, is a different beast now. So like a few videos from that company would go viral today, but different time, you know.
All right, when we back, all right, we have Southwest Airlines will require plus size people to buy 2 seats starting. I'm happy for this 2026. You fat fucks. Hey, I'm happy for this fool because
Now, is it gonna be a mandatory thing? Like, all right, is it gonna ask you like when you're making a
How big are you?
when you're getting
you
your
know,
reservation?
How wide
fool,
is your
how big are you?
fucking ass, fool?
Like, all right, now you're
Okay,
required to.
There be some like people that are like big ass fucking thigh motherfuckers.
I
fool,
think
that be
there's-
like, bro, that's just hot next to me.
There's like a point where it's your fault, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yo, if you-
unfortunately.
if you're gonna eat that much, oh, it's gonna come with some fees behind it, fool. Like,
Hey, come from some fees behind
I
it.
already have to pay extra for the leg room, so I have to
Yes.
pay to be in specific seats, you know, just so I
Yeah.
can.
Hey, I go to the
fucking-
exit. That little.
Yeah,
exit
exactly.
gate.
There's only like 2 aisles that I can comfortably be in a plane,
Yeah.
and that's it. Unless it's like a business class.
Other than that, my fucking knees are hitting. Fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course you have to pay for that. It's crazy, and you know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, it's discrimination and stuff," but
Ride a
nobody
bus.
forced you to be. Nobody forced you to be 400 or 500.
yeah,
pounds,
dog.
you
Some
know,
people
like-
be fucking real big and then they want to walk through the fucking aisle. It's like, god damn.
Fuck.
Damn. Yeah, I'm happy for that 40. Hey, dog, if you want to like get a discount on that, you better lose some fucking weight. You know, we are a fat fucking country and shit. About time.
There's honestly so much discourse on the internet about like, oh, if you're a certain size, like you should get benefits and stuff. But it does come down to like you got to take responsibility for yourself.
do.
You know.
Yeah,
You do.
So like if you're that big, then you know Ozempic is already provided to you, or like a variation of that through your medical insurance or whatever. So if that's the case, then try
Hey,
that.
but
you
there
know?
are also 120 million already lawsuits, right, or some shit like that. 100.
Yeah, I agree.
1,000?
I agree too, because that thing was like it's
Fucking people
it's
up, bro.
Too good to be true.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
the
was
Ozempic?
messing people up.
Yeah.
Well, I think any drug is too big.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna come back with some like side effects. You know, people
Yeah.
are on that right now. A lot of
Yeah.
people. There's been a lot of controversy Shout out to Compa Raider. He's been calling everybody out on that.
He's at the head of that controversy, dog.
Was he calling out anyone specifically?
He was.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
He
people.
called
He's
out
been.
Duno, G Money.
Damn, dog.
He was calling people out like, yo, you
I haven't,
this.
I haven't kept up with Duno. Is he
He's
fitter
looking
now,
good.
or-
He's looking better, fool. Because
That's good.
Duno has issues with like. Duno has like that. You know how you have like dark spots here.
Yeah.
You know he has dark spots. That's that's diabetic, fool.
Diabetes, no?
Yeah.
That's diabetes. That's like sugar. You have too much sugar in your body.
Hey, would he pay 2 tickets?
He would have to pay their tickets.
Hey, he can afford
It
it.
looks like you know, so they breathe more. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to fucking
Yeah.
like smell this
They're
person.
taking your oxygen?
Yeah. All of that matters to me, fool. Fuck. Hell yeah. What's your like icks about being in a plane? For what do you hate the most?
Say, what's your icks about fat people?
Oh, yeah.
On a plane, nothing really, dude. Like, they don't really serve good food anymore, or if any nowadays, it's like the smallest little peanut bags, and then I don't know. I think planes used to be like a luxurious thing, and now it's sort of like, oh, here's
Were
like,
they? Before they
I
were
don't think so.
smoking
They used to
cigarettes.
Yeah, it used to be a luxurious
Yeah, I'd be
thing.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
Imagine that
crazy.
today, fool.
Imagine,
Fucking
fool.
cigarettes.
and being a
Everybody-
stewardess was like really a great thing to do. You know, that was a
being
great
like a
career.
bartender.
Yeah.
They used to have ashtrays on the Idol Mexico.
Dang.
Yeah, a long time
That's
ago,
crazy
yeah.
for being in a plane.
Can you
with
imagine,
smoking
bro? Someone
cigarettes.
smoking in your 3-hour
Close-
flight?
Close space, fool.
Hey,
That's
And-
crazy.
And you
man.
see
get
those
anxiety,
movies,
bro.
you see those movies where some airplanes would have like 2 stories to them and stuff, and like there'd be a
shit.
party in the bottom or something.
Some do, right? Some do. The ones that are like overseas, right? They have like some crazy
plane.
hey, but I bet that shit
soul plane.
it kept people's nerves on check, though. I assume, for you know what I
Oh,
mean?
no, fool. My
But
head would have heard
There's
it.
people that smoke because of anxiety or whatever it could be.
Oh, that's true.
So I mean, at one point, I feel like it probably was helping people out.
Fuck no.
You know what I mean? And fucking everybody else up, you know, secondhand smoke.
There
Giving
is
you
something.
cancer.
There is something special to taking a few shots on an airplane.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
nice
hell
and
yeah.
relaxing.
For me, people that get up, well, you know, when you're about to exit, I mean, the plane lands, people are already walking to the front of the fucking plane. It's
Oh,
like,
that is
you
one.
fat fuck. Like, wait to the back.
Yeah.
Like, you paid to be in the back, you better wait for everybody else to get out the fucking plane.
That's true,
fool.
fool. That is.
I hate that. Like, when people start to walk, it's like, fool, we're all gonna get out. Like,
I was gonna
fuck.
say I haven't traveled enough, fool, but that one right there is
That's
one
annoying,
for
fool, at the end.
That-
Fool.
yeah,
Everybody's
anywhere,
annoying,
a
for
bus,
sure.
or anywhere, for
It's
fucking annoying.
always
When-
like the
when we
same
went to-
type of people too.
What type of people are they?
Red MAGA hats. Entitled people.
When we went to Iztapa, you could get out from both sides.
The
From the front
Mexico,
and the
they open up. Sometimes they open
Yeah.
up both, like the front and the back,
Yeah.
and then just like, it's clean.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Mexico has better food in the planes. Like, I don't know. Volaris, they be having sopa. I'd rather get a sopa than a fucking cracker, fool. You know, so at least they have a sopa with fucking tapatio. I fuck with that all day, fool. Give me a couple of those.
Are you going back soon to Ixtapa, fool?
Not anytime soon. It's pretty pricey
Yeah.
to go to Iztapa. Yeah. 'cause-
That was the theme park, no, over there, the water park. Ixtapa, what's that?
no, that's Mexico and Guerrero.
Oh,
Guerrero.
yeah,
That's
it's
just
it's pretty pricey, bro, but nice. I don't,
yeah, Guerrero.
I don't usually eat like fish and shrimp like that, but over there, it's
That's the spot they
gas.
say, no?
Yeah, it's just
Veracruz,
gas.
too.
Yeah, that's the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to Mexico's a vibe, fool. I
Yeah,
miss-
dude.
I want to set a trip for with the kids. Though.
Sure. Like, where will you guys go? Like,
I'm trying to go to that water park out there.
Which one?
What was the one you guys went to?
The one in Morelos?
Not the little tubs on the side of the mountain.
Okay, the other one,
Yeah.
Morelos, the Estacas.
What is it called?
Estacas?
That's what I got.
In Morelos. Like, that one is super dope. Fool.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
There's a lot of fresh water, natural water, like, theme parks. That's one thing that I love about Mexico. You'll find dope-ass natural parks, and it's fucking ill. Yeah.
I feel like I gotta go
Set it
there,
up,
man.
set it
Literally
up.
my last name.
Yeah, only your last
I feel like
name.
I gotta go.
Hey, where's your family from?
My dad's from a place called Soyatlan. It's a few hours away from Guadalajara. It's
Okay.
called Soyatlan de Oro.
Okay.
And my mom's from Chihuahua.
When was the last time you went out there?
Like 10 years, man. It's been a while.
Dang.
Yeah, I haven't
Hey, let's
gone
set
back.
that shit up for the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
dog.
And
Okay,
like, unfortunately,
I'm
the
down with it.
culture is like going away from there too, because the only person out there now is just my grandma, and she's just with like a caretaker and stuff. That's pretty much it. And my family in Chihuahua, well, we're a little distant now, So
I never go for family, fool. Fuck all that. I'm going for myself.
Yeah.
I fuck's trying to, like, one thing that people always have these struggle stories about when they go. I'm like, I ain't trying to see no struggle. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm trying to like.
Because it's like, oh, your tia wants to
Ah,
see you,
fuck
and there
the
comes
tia,
Van,
Lord.
fool, and your primos, and
Yeah,
then
and
it's
you know
a
they're trying
fucking
to
family.
go with you
Yeah.
everywhere. Like,
It's hard to leave those situations, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You want to go out there and explore, and the
I
whole
want to
family's
go to
there.
explore. Fool. I'm going there for
ah.
self fucking healing. Fuck, trying to fucking hear somebody's sob stories and shit.
This fool entitled ass.
You
fool.
know,
Look at Digga.
because you can't save them all, fool. You know what I mean?
Nah,
They,
it
they,
sucks,
gotta, they
fool.
gotta stay there.
But it sucks. Fool. It sucks to see that shit, fool. Because as me, I don't get a chance to go often. So that one time I did go, I wanted to indulge in everything, fool.
Yeah.
I just had no time to indulge in everything as much as I wanted, dog.
And then people start to like want to like be your tour guides. Like when I
That
used to
was
go-
hard, fool. I'm like, fuck, dude. Let me just fucking.
me
I almost want to
take a
just go
breather.
off by myself, just go off and explore for myself.
Exactly, fool.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love that. Like you're going by yourself. But for me, Michoacán got a little sketchy. So I like
Mayo Zambada.
let me. Mario Zambada. Now you just got sketchy when you're by yourself, and then they know that you're not from there, and then you're recording everything.
Yeah,
It's just
you
like
can't.
it look weird to them. So they're like, "Yo, why you
There's
recording?"
a trend. Have you guys seen the trend on TikTok where it's like pretending like we're from here, but we're not? And it's everybody's like, you can straight up tell when someone from the U.S. comes to Mexico, even though they're Mexican, you can straight up tell like by the way.
Tell the way they walk.
The way you walk, you
everything,
talk,
fool.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
Your
crazy.
entitlement, everything.
That one stung, huh?
It is kind of crazy that the locals, like in a lot of places in Mexico, are starting to retaliate against people that are
The
moving there, just
gentrification?
visiting and stuff. Yeah,
Especially because it's getting violent, dude.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
There's been violence involved with like the people kicking out the gentrifiers, throwing rocks
Oh.
at the establishment.
protest?
yeah.
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 Hey, we need to, phone.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that there should be laws to protect the
Laws
locals,
for sure, especially for the rent and the housing,
rent.
bro.
People
I
that
think
are local that
regulations there need to
should
be in
able
place.
to be able to live in the place that they want to live, and then of course, you know, like also be open to people that want to move out there permanently. You know, I still have a home girl. She's already going on like third, fourth year in Mexico City.
But I think
She's
it's the
Chinese.
problem is like investing, like getting a business, opening up a business there and eating off, you know, the community and shit and not giving back and shit like that. Or buying property and, you know, making, you know, whatever, apartments or whatnot.
But you
And then
know,
upping
I,
the
think
rent.
what fixes that are regulations. Like
Yeah, the
or
regulation
taxes,
is-
or you tax
Yes.
them higher, fool, because that's what it is at the end of the day. You gotta
Yeah.
just tax them more. Fool.
Yeah, I mean, being there, it shouldn't be a problem. It's what they're doing when they get there for, you know,
Yeah.
just trying to take over the little block.
You know what? I don't even think. I think the problem is that the government's not protecting the people that are from
Yeah,
those
for sure.
areas.
Yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah,
and allowing them to stay still in a place where they could. They've been there for 30 years. You know, that's the problem, man. Because also they're creating jobs. So a lot of people that are moving out there and opening up all these coffee spots, they are creating jobs. They are creating jobs. You know, and Mexico being a big on tipping. It does become like a very profitable for even the workers. Fool.
Yeah.
They make good money on tips. Most of it probably on tips. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I miss Mexico. Fool. Sheesh. All right, let's get on it. With Cracker Barrel. So what's the controversy with Cracker Barrel? Break it down. Who knows?
Break it down,
about it?
Brandon.
From what I understand is they did two things. They did a logo redesign and an entire redesign of the interior of the place. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever been to a Cracker Barrel?
Nah, I'm not that.
It's
I'm not
literally
a MAGA
like
word.
this old school, like old country style thing. So whenever you go in a Cracker Barrel, like the hope is to.
It sounds racist to me,
That's a
dog.
real
So I don't go
No,
there.
it's almost like you're going into like an old like country town where it's
Yeah.
like in a like a I don't know Western movie. You
A
know?
Western
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
That's the vibe. You go in and you're supposed to be transported to the past, you know,
What
where
kind of food
everything
do
is
they serve
nice
there?
and stuff. Like country
Fried
fried
chicken?
chicken and mashed potatoes. Honestly, the food's decent.
good?
Is it kind of like a medieval time type?
No.
No.
You know, where you go in and
No,
you like
it's like
experiencing.
a Denny's for
A
but
Denny's.
like Western
Okay,
vibes.
okay.
in
Oh,
there.
okay,
So it's
okay.
all like very homey and stuff. The entire purpose is to go in and be transported to like the past, but they modernize the entire thing and they modernize the logo.
What was wrong with the logo to begin with? Was it like
Nothing at all. That's the issue. So the whole purpose of the restaurant and the logo was to like be an appeal to like the past, and because they try to modernize, they like basically said fuck you to all their existing clientele, because their clientele are like older people, typically in like the southern states where they want to go and be like in a homey place.
Yeah.
And they upgraded the entire interior, painted everything white, put all the knickknacks and stuff and the antiques and replaced it with like new modern stuff. So they just killed their fan base, their their main
They're
base
dusty
of
fan base,
customers.
I just say.
No, and so it only makes sense that they would fail after that because their
Stocks plummeted,
If
fool.
the entire purpose is to be like old Southern country,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
change
They
that,
didn't need
then
to
they have
change
no
it.
purpose anymore.
Yeah.
And like, did they have like a white man on the logo? And they removed it?
He's really
I,
trying to pick at
I
that
don't know if
topic.
that's the real thing, you know.
That's what it was.
No, but it's the modernization of the logo itself. Like,
Oh, okay. I
so
felt
they
like
made
had
it
like
like
a certain person on there.
yeah, you know how old logos used to have a lot of designs, and everything now is all modern,
Yeah,
all
for
very
sure.
sleek,
Simple, yeah.
very.
Because you know,
simple.
on Jemima, there was like the same thing where they removed the lady on
Well,
there.
that was a different reason though.
Yeah.
They did that because of racism.
But then the family from the actual person, like, yo, you should have kept her on there. Like, from
Yeah.
the actual, the lady, like her family, like, yo, that's kind of fucked up. And they removed it. Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
That was a big
unfortunately,
thing.
there was just a bad business move. I'm sure, like there was some millennial in there that's
Yeah,
like, hey,
you
we,
can
should,
tell by the-
we
by-
should make it like modern.
The
but
CEO
like,
looked young for sure.
Yeah,
It's-
but-
she's probably gonna get like.
yeah,
oh,
it
dude.
was tone deaf. You know, the
Yeah.
entire place was supposed to be for older country like home vibe, and they completely ruined the appeal of the place
Yeah,
by
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah. They also just fired the guy, the CEO of Target, huh?
No, he stepped down,
He
but
stepped down.
but he had been leading up to it like slowly,
They've
like
been losing a lot of money.
yeah. So and then he's not actually stepping down till next year, so they're just making all this commotion, but he's still in
Oh,
charge,
okay,
dude.
okay, so he's
and he's
tryna-
just moving to board of directors, so
Oh, shit.
it's just
Damn.
for the people to
Are you still going to Target?
nah,
Why not?
no need.
With political things?
No.
Political reasons?
I just don't really go.
Hey, honestly, that sounds like our politicians though. They don't like step down; they just go work for the guys that were
Yeah.
Behind it.
billions
They'll
of
get their
dollars.
desk
to-
job.
That's all it is. It's an illusion, dude.
Yeah.
I was not a big Target shopper, but I haven't avoided it. I just haven't been.
Yeah.
But
'Cause,
we've been boycotting Target.
I go to Target all the time.
I mean, no,
Target comes
You got the MAGA hat, bro. You got the MAGA hat right now.
I swear for like
I love
can't.
Target, fool.
It's like changing your whole way of being for where you get your shit from. You know, it's just I'm not gonna go through all that.
You still at Target?
Yeah, well, my girl does.
Yeah, I'm still Target's Target.
I don't do no shopping. My girl does
There's
it all.
no like benefit for me to go there specifically because there's not. It's not like they have a specific deal on stuff. It's just
Hey,
like
but
a-
you know how I told
I
you
don't
guys last time? It was like my girl does like shopping at certain places
Oh,
for
yeah,
certain
yeah.
things.
You
Like
said that.
Target is the place for like certain things. So, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
but that's where you buy your toothpaste.
yeah, yeah.
That's where you
Toothpaste,
buy
the
your regular everyday
deodorants,
things.
all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, for any, I don't even go in there. I kind of do the pickup. I haven't been to inside a Target in a long time, actually.
They've
The
actually
picture.
You're
like
hiding, huh? You're hiding from
made
being
it
in there.
different.
No pictures, please. No pictures. He goes in disguise. He's wearing a MAGA hat.
Well, look, wasn't there a bunch of companies? I was still.
I think Coca-Cola was
Coca-Cola.
one
I'm
too,
still
but
fucking with Coca-Cola every
I
day.
know, I know,
Yeah,
I know.
nah,
Well,
it's
so and
been
Coca-Cola,
years,
they go
fool.
together.
There was like a trend where a lot of Mexicans would go into a store and leave the
Yeah, for
Coca-Cola.
sure.
The Coca-Cola
That's it.
shelves were full and all the Pepsi shelves were
Pepsi's
empty.
just not it.
It honestly isn't.
I fuck
They,
with
they don't have
Pepsi,
it.
but yeah, it doesn't replace Coke.
It's just
Yeah.
not it.
Yeah,
Nah,
for sure.
Pepsi's
There was
cool.
there was also controversy with Kai Cenat's brand. He released a brand. I think it's called Tone. It's like hygiene products and stuff with his crew, and they did it at Target, and he got scrutinized for it too because of that whole EDI thing going on.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's like, he's a young guy trying to release a brand. I think it's only fair, like, if Target gave him a chance, sort of, incentivized to do it. When else are you going to get a chance to get, like, shelf space in the entire country?
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of companies are stupid enough to announce, like, oh, we're going to remove this with a DEI thing. This is just done. You should have just done it on your own quietly and shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. They made it a whole. Try to
It could have been an
please-
email.
They try
you
to
know?
please the Trumpers. That's what it was. They're trying to
Yeah.
please the Trumpers, and it backfired. Well, but yeah, I'm still going to fucking Starbucks. Fool. We're still going to Starbucks.
That's actually when I did stop from Starbucks.
What, Starbucks?
Yeah.
And we're not. What do you do?
And I
Coffee
mean,
bean?
not with that intention, but I just fuck Starbucks. Fool.
Why?
I don't know.
For political reasons?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think I don't think that was like the main reason. I don't think that was the main reason, fool. But
Nah,
you
I
know,
try
what
to
I mean?
avoid it at all costs.
I'm
too,
sure it's
dog.
like in my mind, it's playing like
Low key, like.
fuck this, fool.
Hey, but it's
so-
hard to hold every company accountable, dog.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
fool,
yeah.
'cause they-
It's impossible, dude. And if you vet everybody, every artist, musician, everything
They'll-
you listen
everything
to,
all goes to
you
the
can't
same,
vet
fool.
everybody,
Yeah,
dog. You
fool.
can't do it, and it's impossible, dude. I get hurting their pockets, especially like if we all show solidarity and do it together. But when everybody's doing their own thing, like it's almost impossible to hurt
Yeah.
their pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, another layer on top of that is like most of the same companies are owned by the same conglomerate.
It's fucking
Exactly.
BlackRock. Fucking BlackRock on top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like seven
serious.
Hey,
major
can you meet
companies
that?
owning everything. So, don't shop there. Shop at our other store that we
Yeah,
own.
BlackRock. Fuck with that shit. Meet the BlackRock.
Yeah.
What does
yeah.
that mean?
Nah.
Okay. Shout out to
You try to get
shout out
clips,
to
fool?
Palestine.
Yeah. No, they actually, you know what's funny? You guys remember that shooting a few months, or not even, a
New
few
York
weeks
or
ago in
something?
New York?
Yeah.
And they said he was going after like a football player or something.
Oh, yeah.
He went in there and killed the CEO of like one of the BlackRock companies, one of the companies owned by BlackRock that has a major stake in like a large portion of real estate in the country. So he went to go kill that person. That person died.
Because wasn't he targeting NFL related?
No,
Oh, shit.
like that's the weird thing though, right? Like you would think NFL, but here's this super billionaire that is controlling like a large majority of the
Economy.
real estate in the United States, and they kept that hush hush, you know. But
That's crazy.
let's pay attention to the
Can't
football
even-
players.
can't
Like,
even
Yeah,
mention
yeah.
BlackRock,
That's
fool. You
crazy,
can't say
dude.
nothing about that shit, dog.
yeah, I mean,
Bullshit, I'm
hey,
gonna Google it.
I love life, guys.
I love
so-
life. He loves sushi.
I love sushi. I
much.
do not have thoughts of self harm. So, so just putting it out there. In case.
All right. Hey, co-founder of the Sinaloa cartel, Ismael El Mayo Zambada, pleads guilty in Brooklyn, and I think he's gonna forfeit $12 billion to the fucking U.S. government. That's crazy. $12 billion he's gonna give back. That is just to show you that the amount of money that these motherfuckers have.
12 billion.
And where's that 12 billion going
Crazy,
to, fool?
bro.
Can you give a little insight on that? I don't know anything
Shit.
about that.
Also, I guess he pled guilty, and now I guess I'm sure that's Trump related. Like he wants the money back, you know, which is a good businessman. Let's keep it a buck.
Hey, you got the red hat on, fool.
Hey, there is some sketchy stuff with that. Like, you know how there's a Trump coin? There's this. I guess like Trump and his kids, like they do business deals on the side and stuff. And he somehow got some company in Saudi Arabia to, instead of putting like $200 million towards buying or making a purchase of this one product or whatever they're trying to do, they bought $200 million worth of Trump coin and then bought the product. And it's like, why would you do that? Well, by doing that,
Inflate
by
the coin.
purchasing $200 million, you inflate the coin of Trump coin.
Yeah.
And they obviously have ties with Trump and Saudi Arabia and stuff. So, he gives a little back, and he incentivizes them to use his currency to make purchases, so that he can inflate his own income as well.
Bro, tell the camera you're not suicidal.
And it's again, I'm not suicidal. I wish no self-harm upon myself, but it's kind of crazy. Like he found a loophole to essentially get more and more money, because
presidency,
like
yeah.
the
That's crazy.
cryptocurrency is still a gray area in a lot of ways.
Still a gray area.
Yeah, I heard that the other day too, and I was like, damn, that's like doing a little side hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a little side hustle.
Well, even with the crypto thing, everybody was expecting. Well, we were expecting like a major change with Trump, right? Did that happen? Like,
I don't think so. If anything, it's gotten worse.
Oh
but,
shit.
And you've heard it less, actually, right?
Yeah, there's not as much talk, and obviously, I think, what moves the crypto generally is a good economy, because everyone was booming in, during the what's it called, the lockdowns and stuff, and so because everyone had like $600 here and there to spend, so everything was super inflated, money was moving, but because of that, everything is slowed down. And crypto has also like sort of come to a halt because of that, because it's more like people like you and I that make the moves by coming together and purchasing these things instead of like the major players. Because there's a lot of whales out there, but they're not moving entire cryptocurrencies like people like us would.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys know about recently Texas is rearranging their districts, I guess, for seats, right? For seats. California's doing the same thing. So even that was happening. Just the country's in a weird, just getting
And that's
more
still
weird.
one thing I don't understand.
I read like the craziest article on this. Apparently, by the way they're redistricting Texas, it would essentially mean that the black community has 1/5 the voting power of white people, because of how much more votes they would need in order to win their districts.
Yeah, the way they're doing it, they're just playing dirty at this point. And Gavin Newsom has been like throwing jabs right now. I think he used a Kendrick song today. I was like, can he get sued for that? Can he get sued for that? I'm sure, right?
I don't know.
Using it as a political for your Instagram?
Only if it's used like on an ad or something.
Well,
Like,
it was kind of like an ad. Like
Yeah.
they use his image, everything, Kendrick's image, and I'm like, God damn. I don't know, but I am liking Newsom versus Trump on X. They're just going back and forth, and Newsom is playing
Holding
like,
ground right now.
He's playing dirty too. You know, they're talking shit to each other. It's funny, you know, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, ain't nothing getting better.
It's
out
crazy
here.
that our government has gotten to that.
Is that how they win your
You know
vote?
what I'm
fool?
saying?
More
Like-
entertaining.
Honestly, at this
Yeah,
point,
right?
in
It's like
2025,
And
yes.
that's basically what it is.
Yeah,
It's
let the fire
entertaining.
tweets, fool. That's what we want to know. Who's exposing who, dog?
That's crazy.
Talk about Trump. You see
Let
that?
me get those Epstein files,
the
though.
fucking-
bruises,
The
yeah.
bruise. People on Twitter like, yo, it's happening, guys.
It'd be like, hey, Grok, how long?
Damn.
The whole Grok shit is
It's fucking
Grok
hilarious.
is
bro.
dope.
The comments is fucking
I
hilarious,
love
bro.
it. For you know how before I was like, you know how they'll post something before on Twitter, and you wouldn't understand it. Now you can understand every tweet.
Oh, yeah.
They'll
Well,
just
the
break it
funniest
down
ones
for
is
you.
like, hey, Grok, break this down in a Jamaican accent. That's just fucking funny, dog. My God. Fool. Twitter's undefeated, fool. ain't
Twitter,
gonna
I
lie,
love
fool.
Twitter, fool.
I still call it Twitter.
Me too. I can't call it an X. It's just like fuck X.
They don't have
You know
a
what I mean?
sound to it, huh?
Nah, just Twitter. I'm always on Twitter, dog. Twitter
Undefeated.
is
I
like,
gotta be careful because I should be like out of nowhere, dog. Just showing porn, dog. Like they'd be showing
Twitter,
everything,
yeah.
dog. It's unfiltered, fool.
I like my algorithm. I do like my
you
algorithm.
do?
It's all like media. It's all like
So now we know, bro.
it's always media. You wild. Now we know what you've been up to.
Hey, you can put safe for work mode on, by the way.
I never tried it, dude. I like what I see.
Surf at your own risk, you know?
Who gave himself out right there?
But yeah, going back to Zambada, it's just trippy, you know. I'm sure he's gonna
I'm wondering how we can follow that money flow and see where it lands.
land in the, same, I don't know. It just, and
It,
also
it
like,
don't land.
and so it's just happening in the corrido cartel world. People are getting killed
Scary,
every
fool.
fucking week. Influencers, you know how there's like a list of all the influencers they're gonna kill.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
people are getting hit, fool. People are getting hit, and it's like, damn, they're getting hit in the ground level. They're getting hit in political world. They're getting hit in the corrido world.
In the touring world, they can't even tour, dog.
We-
They come to
yeah.
the U.S., people are not going to shows, or some of them can't even get their visas, and now they can't tour in Mexico just because
There's
it's
only
hot.
like a handful of artists that have visas right
It's
now.
crazy,
They cancel
bro.
everybody else. They cancel literally everybody else.
Even Nata's new album, that shit came and went.
Came
fool.
and went.
It's not even corridos no more. It's like some weird
It's like
EDM type shit. I don't know what the
style,
fuck.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that transition
They're
was a bit
struggling,
strange.
fool.
with
They're
that one.
struggling. Corrido artists.
They are. Like, especially, look, when you're doing shows in Mexico, to here is a big difference in money. Over there, the tickets are way cheaper.
Yeah,
so.
I saw that fucking Nata's last interview. He's hurt that he doesn't have his visa, fool, because he knows the amount of money he's missing
Well, he's
out
a
on.
fucking idiot, but he lost it before the ban. He lost twice because I think they got caught with weed trying to cross it over or a vape pen or whatever. But he lost it twice before the whole ban happened. So he's an idiot. I mean, he's fucking on some young shit. He could have been being cool. You know, the only ones touring is JOP,
Junior H,
what is
I
it, and
think.
Junior H because they're both Mexican American. You know, it's only them two. Everybody else, I think Grupo Frontera still because they're from here. But everybody else got their shit canceled. For. Like Luis Conriquez announced his cancellation of the whole U.S. tour. Like, damn. It's just, yeah. I think the corrido Sinaloa cartel stuff, we're just getting out of hand. They had to put a stop to it, I guess, you know. And we'll see, because now the Mexican president is getting a lot of pressure because they're trying to paint her as basically supporting the cartels on the low, you know. They're like saying, let the U.S. go in there, and just trying to kind of like push against that. But people in Mexico were like, yo, let them come in. So even that's a trippy what's happening there, you know, to see how that goes.
I mean, 'cause think about it. For say, for instance, the U.S. goes in there and clears shit up. For now, we're gonna be like, this is our spot. You know what I mean? They're trying to avoid that. For
Or they're trying to avoid getting their exposed
you think so?
more, you know.
I mean,
'Cause,
Mexico is Mexico at the end of the
Look
day.
at Zambada on his plea. He's gonna keep the list of the politicians involved off. Like he's not gonna talk about that. That was part of the deal, fool. So it just tells you like, oh man, they're just playing get dirty all the way. You know.
So it's like their own Epstein files.
Yeah,
basically.
fool. They're gonna seal him. They're not gonna allow it. They're not gonna allow for him. That's not part of the. That's not part of the deal where he has to speak on politicians. No, they're gonna keep that off.
That's crazy how you can do that, fool.
Yeah, fool.
Yeah.
Shit. Talking about the fucking court and judges and shit. Kendrick's contract got sealed.
Oh shit.
You know, so like how Drake wanted to expose his everybody's
yeah,
contract.
yeah.
I guess the judge said, nah, we're gonna keep that one private. But it's trippy to see how the cards were played, right? 2 days before Not Like Us came out, he had signed the contract. It's just funny how at the Grammys, Lucian Grange fucking high five Dr. Dre during like the taping of it. So it was just like how everything is being played out with Drake. I think it's just Drake. He felt like he was God out here. I think he's just being humble, honestly. He's just being humble. Like you're not bigger than the program. Like bro. Like simmer down.
I mean, I don't blame him
Canadian.
I don't blame him for feeling like God because he was like he was really close with basically the head of Universal Music, right?
Universal Music, yeah.
Like that was his homeboy. So.
That's his homeboy. That was his daddy, actually. Like, that's what Kanye was saying. Like, your baby daddy.
daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one thing about Kanye West. Well, we gotta go back to Kanye West. He's been saying all this shit, but now all of a sudden, like everything's coming to light. Like how everything's corrupted. It's just the way it is.
That fool's been quiet, huh?
Kanye West's been quiet. I think is the
Probably
music.
been medicated type shit.
He's free now. Fool. He can
He's
relax.
free now. Well, I guess the music is not hitting as it once was. You know what I mean? But yeah. Also, I don't know. Kanye just Kanye. What else we got? Everybody saw the Lil Nas X video, wilding out in Hollywood. That was crazy too.
I think it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I
Could be
think so
too.
What was that for doing?
But he got charged for
He got charged.
assaulting
Like battery,
the officers.
I think he
Oh,
he
shit.
was
So he got in,
I
like,
think he
real
was
trouble.
drugged up and then walking on his underwear all through like Hollywood, and like just saying some crazy shit.
You
and-
expect that from that weirdo, though. fool. You know what I mean? I can't fuck with that kind of
Hey,
stuff.
but the next 8 teams, he got like video footage of
Yeah, of him naked. I'm like, what the fuck they got?
No,
that
I didn't
shit?
see that, dog. What
I
the
didn't
fuck?
see that.
What the
No.
fuck? No, I'm talking about in court, like facing the judge. They got TMZ
Well-
got video. So how the fuck you get video? It must be a publicity stunt, dog.
Could be. I mean, everybody's trying to get their fucking cloud tokens and shit. It's just like, I don't know. It's just too much is happening in Hollywood right now. All of that. Even music is in a weird space.
It is full. Yeah, I haven't been listening to music like that.
Who you bumping right now? What's new in your playlist?
Damn, y'all gonna front, I ain't gonna front fucking the new Earl sweatshirt, dog. I like,
Oh, shit.
I, like,
Yeah,
I fuck with
forgot
Earl,
about
dog.
Yeah.
I fuck with that fool's production, his maturity. He's matured a lot, dog.
Mm.
Fuck with that shit.
Well, I haven't listened
I've
to him
been
lately.
listening
He's got some
to-
Who I've
new
been
stuff
listening
out.
to, though?
What-
I have it right here.
Me?
Babyface Ray,
Ooh, that shit was-
Coding Cowboy,
That shit was tough.
Rio the Young OG, Flint. Who else? That's it.
The new Babyface Ray with Lil Yachty was fucking gas.
Oh, is it?
The new single they dropped.
Damn, you guys are making me feel old because I don't listen to any of this shit.
Detroit rap is hard,
Detroit, I
bro. The
fuck with
beats are
Detroit,
crazy.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Detroit
yeah,
guys
yeah,
got
yeah.
some.
BX the Plug has been
I've
buzzing,
heard,
right?
I need to listen to it.
And is he like a mixture of country and rap?
I think he with this new album he dropped a country album, so that's why he's been getting a lot of attention. I gotta check it out. I haven't checked it out.
Yeah, his sound is really dope. I really fuck with him. Rest in peace again to Extentacion. I guess it was this week was his like
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I don't know how long has it been, but that's how talent that we lost for that.
That fool was talented. Fool.
He's
You gotta
very
give him
talented,
that,
very
fool.
raw and
Yeah.
emotional, which we were missing right now in music, And to just see him in Juice World taking from us way like generational talents.
Those two fool, they were talented.
We don't have generational talents right now, fool.
Yeah.
Besides the Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake era, you don't have generational talent no more, well, except for Travis Scott, which is kind of like the same era as well. But there's no new people that are like gonna stay here around when Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake decides to just back away. You don't really see nobody, right? I can't even think of somebody, fool. You had your old Little Uzi verse, but it kind of fell off. Like the music didn't really like progress. But for the most part, I think just rap is hurting. And like, there hasn't been like a official anthem of the summer yet. Like it's just in a weird
The
space.
summer's already over.
True.
I seen Boy Wonder was like kind of complaining like, oh, there's no like summer, like almost like blaming Kendrick, but it's like, bro, make some hits. You know what I mean?
Make some
Make
music.
some fucking hits. Everybody's saying this and that, but like, yo, make some hits. I'm hearing the Offset album is pretty good.
I heard it. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I found a few good songs that I like. I gotta re-listen to it, but there's at least 3-4 tracks that I fuck with.
Yeah, Fu sold 30 first week, so you know that he's being criticized for that. It just rap is in a weird space. Cardi B dropped a new single. Did you guys check it out?
Nah.
No.
I feel like she's dropping one every week. Honestly,
Yeah.
I go on YouTube and there's a new video of hers all the time.
She dropped she flipped a Jay-Z song. I wasn't a big fan of it. I felt like it was like whatever's. But I do appreciate her being in her rap bag, like trying to like give a little bit of that Jay-Z 90s style of sound, which I do appreciate it. You know, she's not keeping it safe, but it wasn't for me. Hopefully, I do expect a good album from her because her first album, I'm not gonna say, is still up there. It's a really good album especially from a female rapper. It's kind of hard to find like a female rapper to actually give you a good album. So her last album was great, and let's see what she does coming forward and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else we gotta get off? Oh, we have the guest. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the guess is.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. All right. Let's get it in. We're about to bring in a guest right now, and we'll come back right now.
Be right back.
We're back with a special guest today. He's cultural. Well, what do you pronounce? What's
Ethnic studies
ethnic
teacher.
studies teacher? Let's get into it, dog. Like, yo, what? Let me a little bit more about yourself. Where you raised? Where you come from? What's kind of what you're into, and then we'll get into the whole studies.
It's good, bro. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate you for pulling up.
Yeah, for sure. My name is David Flores.
David Flores.
From Pasadena, Northwest Pasadena, our little working class neighborhood up there where me and Fly grew up.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, we're actually family now. My wife is cousins with Fly, so
Oh, shit.
they grew up close together. Like,
It's annoying, huh?
yeah, bro, that fool never talks. No, I'm kidding.
He never talks.
No, I love this fool, bro. He's hella chill. It's always nice. And like, we would cross paths in high school. We had mutual
dog.
circles, the little house party scene, So we kind of knew each other from before.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's all good. Little tight knit community, working class, mostly black and brown. And yeah, I teach at my alma mater now, Pasadena High School.
Yeah.
So it's my-
What kind of kid were you in high school? You were,
yeah, bro. To be honest, I always tell my students first day of school, like, I was one of the overachievers. I was one of the. They would tell me, "You're one of the good brown boys." You're
one of the
gonna make
good brown boys.
stay on track, and I ate that shit up. They always told me I was like gifted or whatever.
Yeah.
I was in the GATE program, and I ran with that shit. So I pretty much did what they told me, and I did well. So, and I always got a bunch of privilege, a bunch of help, support, encouragement. And then when I got to middle school, in the neighborhood, that's when I went to school with all my soccer homies and all that.
Yeah.
And then I realized I'm over here in the magnet program.
Yeah.
The homies are in the regular classes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, like, why am I going on all these field trips to like this NASA shit? And I'm over here in science class making ice cream.
Yeah.
And the homies are over here in earth science off a dusty ass textbook, like learning about fucking rocks. Like, and then you wonder why they're checked out,
Yeah.
So anyway, it was
Right.
in middle school where I kind of started like clocking it, like, this isn't right. Like, everybody should be getting what I'm getting, So, and I was in the neighborhood, so I know it's not because I was going to a private school or something. I was literally in the same campus, so something was wrong. So as I got to high school, I was like, I did the whole AP thing. I tried to do good in school still, but I already knew from then on, like, I wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
So
growing up, mom and dad, what kind of what's
yeah,
their
bro,
background?
yeah.
What's their background?
My parents are Mexicanos. My mom's from Tecolotlán, Jalisco.
Out of Jalisco.
My pops is from San Pedro Caro, Michoacán. It's right by the border.
Same bloodline right there.
Right by the border of Jalisco. So I'm real tapped in with my Michoacán side. I'm real tapped in with my mom's side here. They're all mostly here.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
So I try to be connected as possible. So. I'd go to Mexico some summer, stay with the tias for a few weeks. My tia had a couple puestos in el DF. I'd go fucking help her make licuados and help her make comida when I was like 12.
Yeah.
It's just shit you do, like, and you don't realize it in the moment.
Get the mic a little closer to you.
Sorry.
Por favor.
You don't realize it in the moment.
There you go.
Yeah, you don't realize it in the moment, but like, that's what it really meant to be like cultured, to become cultured, to like, tap into that, like I wasn't learning that shit here.
Yeah.
Granted, like my parents are very traditional, so like, my mom, had me in the kitchen teaching me how to make salsas, like teaching me how to make food. So she ain't had no daughters. I got 2 brothers, so
Okay.
I did. That was like how me.
That's
and
why they
my
made your
mom
hair
bonded.
grow long.
Are your brothers older?
Ask these fools now, though, bro. I had to retire the fuck boy a long time ago, man. Yeah, man. But,
Hey, but you were also a well-known a goalkeeper. So
Yeah, so
that's kind
soccer's
of
a
like
big
the
part
main
of my
thing I
life.
remember
Yeah.
you from.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. So played since the age of 4. I got a big league out in Pasadena neighborhood from Villa Park. So everybody that grows up in the neighborhood grows up playing in that league, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
pretty cool. That's how you kind of build community. And yeah, you know, played through high school, all that. And when I was going to UC Santa Barbara, like going for school,
Partying it up over
Fool.
there.
I was like, don't get it twisted. Like I was getting my grades and all that, but you know, for the folks who know me growing
Yeah.
up, like I was at the parties every weekend. You know, the little party.
That was
crew
definitely your
shit.
fuckboy era right there.
The fuckboy era, my little party crew era, full with the
what-
SBs and the hype beasts.
What
all
helped
that,
you
know?
stay focused in your studies? Because you kept saying that, studies was your main priority.
Yeah.
What
You
kept
know
you going there?
I would say it was 2 things. It was
The belt at home.
One, like I love my neighborhood, and it was never the view like, oh, I gotta get out of my neighborhood. It was never that. It was more of like, I need a
That's
break
dope.
from my neighborhood. I need more than anything. I need a break from my family. My parents are very overbearing.
Yeah.
Like I love them to death, but you know, my mom is very encimosa, health freak, you know, like,
Yeah.
and she meant the best, but you know, she was honest. I'm like, just needed my space to be independent and
Yeah.
do my thing. And my pops is just always working, bless his heart.
Yeah.
And we bonded over, you know, soccer and
that's
over different
dope.
shit. That fool take me to the movies, you know, like when I was little. So, you know, you find your bonding moments, but
For sure.
But yeah, Santa Barbara, bro, I was like, perfect party school, and it's a good school. I was all about the desmadre, so it was a perfect balance for me, you know. So while going there, I actually walked on to the soccer team my junior year.
Yeah.
So got to ride the bench for a year, you know, a little D1 experience, and that was cool. More than anything, I bring it up now to my students, like, are you really about it? Because I'll tell you what it takes. I
Yeah.
played D1, and it's mostly about getting there, you know? Like, so if you want to play D1, you get your grades up,
Yeah.
you know, because they're all worried about the game aspect. I'm like, yeah, you could be a baller, bro, and you need to be. And you also need to be decent in class. If not, you know, you're not going to get offers. So,
And going to Mexico and experiencing that, that's kind of what drive you to like go in the route of ethnic studies and all that.
in the sense, yeah, bro, I think it was just like, you know, you like shit when you're little, like you tap into random stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I would go and get books from the library about Michoacan and like about Jalisco, like history of Mexico. And
Yes.
I learned about the Mexica and the Mayans, and like that was my shit.
Prefechas and all
That
this
was my shit, you know, and soccer, you know, and
Yeah.
like, like play FIFA and all that shit, but like those things called to me always. Way,
That's
like,
the
I don't know.
foundation of your teaching, right? Like
Yeah,
learning and
fool.
wanting to share what you learn. Like, hey, look what I learned over here. Like, or even going out and exploring on your own. I think that's important for people in any community to be like, yeah, go out there, go figure yourself out, and come back and teach us what you learned. Because I think that's one of the things that a lot of the smaller, low income communities don't get to experience. Like going out of your community and coming back with the
Yes.
knowledge.
And then when you come back, you also realize like we have such a wealth of knowledge here in our communities,
Yeah.
in our families, in our cultures already, but we don't learn. We're not taught to appreciate it, to value it.
Yes.
You know, you're not taught to value the fact that you were paying bills at City Hall at 5 years old, code switching between English and Spanish.
Exactly, dude.
You're not taught to value the fact that your parents put you on how to ride the buses all through the city.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's not valued in schools. It's valued, memorize facts and regurgitate that shit back on a bubbling test.
Yeah.
So that's another layer to why I got into education, was because to make it meaningful. Because like when you tap into the little homie's like interest, he'll show you that he's actually a critical thinker when you let him be.
Yeah.
When you spark his interest and present him topics or material that like, might get him interested, like change that shit up, you know? So it's been a long process and like years of people telling me early in my career, oh, it's because you're young. Like watch when you get older, or like, you know, they'll get over it. And it's like, just make that shit interesting and critical. And there's like this weird assumption in education in a lot of worlds that like, if you learn cultural shit, is not rigorous. I'll teach you a rigorous piece from a fucking Mexican, from the Toltecas, the
Yeah.
4 agreements, for example, something that seems super simple,
Yeah.
but we're getting super deep, as opposed to teaching you about fucking I don't know, Helen Keller or whatever.
Yeah,
Or
goddamn.
Feel me? Like,
Blind bitch out here.
cámbiale el pinche rollo, güey. Like, fuck,
Helen,
güey.
what the fuck do we
Same
know about
fucking-
Helen Keller?
Same fucking stories, fool. Like,
true, bro.
I opened the textbook and that shit had my name on the front. Like, I use this
I
shit.
typed
Like,
that shit up.
nah,
But you realize how they suppress certain stories and just we digest filtered stories that they filtered through their lens
Yeah.
that doesn't really, it's not really historically accurate.
Yeah, and when you go deeper, it's every day something new. So it's a lot about pointing out like what do you see in society, and society's
Yeah.
pushing on you, and how does this go against what naturally you feel you want to be and do. Like for example, like always desiring money and status and wealth. Y'all know this capitalist system.
Yeah.
Cool, some of it's cool. Obvio way, we gotta make money, we gotta
course.
survive. All that cool. Go get your home, go get your cash, but don't make it your whole identity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All that you're about, So to bring it back to ethnic studies, what I love about ethnic studies is that we take a holistic approach to education. So we're teaching the whole person.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to teach you to be a good person, at least drop some values on you, respect, community, love, critical consciousness. Like, hopefully these values will stick with you, because I feel like you got these values, you'll figure out the rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people think like, oh, they're indoctrinating these students, blah, blah, blah. I'm not indoctrinating shit. Besides, think for yourself, fool.
Yeah.
And you'll figure out the rest. And then you'll figure out all the corruption and the oppression and all that. Because, once you start thinking critically, once you start awakening, remember where the word woke originally came from.
Yeah.
When you really start awakening, fool, it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
When you start becoming
Digging
conscious,
deeper and deeper
Yeah.
and
you
deeper.
can't stay ignorant, or you
sure.
can, but it's hard. Like, it's really hard to stay ignorant. So, hopefully you spark them somehow, fool, and they run with it and they make themselves happy.
Were you the first to graduate out of your family, like from college and all that?
My older brother, also, my older brother, Jerry Flores, is a professor of criminology and sociology at the University of Toronto.
Damn,
But
congrats.
that fool
Shout out,
went
bro.
from being a high school dropout at Pasadena High School,
Yeah.
fucking riding the 3 buses all the way to Irwindale for a whole year, skating there, losing 100 pounds in the process.
Oh, fuck.
And getting back into regular high school, graduating on time, going through community college, the whole route, and then he's the professor now.
Paid
We
his dues.
even got to go to college
Oh,
together at
so
Santa
dope,
Barbara.
bro.
I was getting my bachelor's, he was getting his doctorate. So the fucking who would have even would have predicted it ever in our lifetime?
Yeah.
I just remember that fool fucking running away from that fool, him throwing the remote at my head when I was fucking with him too much. But a lot of love for my brother, and I'm thankful. But he had a different route. Since that fool always struggled, he was like always having problems in school, whatever. Like I was always like the poster child, like they left me alone. Besides the fact that I was always out, that was.
And even like growing up as like Mexican American and Latino is like we don't really have the, I don't know, me personally, I didn't have the support of like my parents helping me with my work, right? Like let's say you had a fucking problem or you're trying to have an answer and then they couldn't help you, fool. Like was it similar with you?
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, it's like my mom, bless her heart, she meant well. She's always like, échale ganas. She'd pull up to every back to school night in her house. Eso no fallaba, güey. No fallaba. Never miss it, güey. Never. I loved it because they brag about me. You might have hated it. I don't know. I feel like you were the kid I was dealing with today. I was like, no, I'm kidding.
He's the one that farted.
No, I'm kidding, bro. Nah, but so they do their part,
Yeah.
So I'd always get the échale ganas, ponte las pilas, and what else? And the nurturing you get from a good mom,
Yeah.
She always had that olla frijoles on a Monday ready.
Yeah.
And just ate good, was taken care of. She was affectionate, so everything a kid could ask for. And my pops is actually really bright. He had to stop going to school to start working. He came out here when he was 15. He's been painting cars for over 30 years.
Dope.
And that food treats it like, he's like, me encanta mi profesión. Like,
that's
this
fucking
food sees it
lovely,
like art, like
art.
a
He has a lot of
detail.
pride
Like
in it.
he has a
Yeah.
lot of pride in his craft. So it's beautiful to see.
It is.
So from early on, it's like that food taught me my morals and my values. He's the one that would tell me, it's like, si vas a hacer las cosas, hazlas bien.
Yeah.
That always stuck. It's like little shit like that, but it's like, if you carry that mantra throughout your life, you might have a pretty good life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't do things half-assed and like value the things that you're putting your name on.
So like for how for a lot of times growing up, like saying like in like hoods and stuff, a lot of parents kind of like always like, yo, go with a career that's gonna make you money, right? That's kind of like they always try to push that. When it's like, dog, that's not like a lot of times it doesn't bring people the happiness they want in life. Like with it similar for you, like
Yeah, man, and it's like, and
Hey,
you
be a
see it, you
doctor.
see it even more
Yeah.
in like underserved communities.
Yeah.
But I feel like, cause all right, so my story when I was going to UCLA, taught in Culver City,
Fire.
and that's where I got my master's, my teaching credential, taught in Culver City. But it was bouncing around. Food. My first 4 years of teaching, 4 different schools. So it's like they loved this, but they didn't love what I was teaching. They didn't love that I was teaching to be critical thinkers. They didn't want that I was teaching off the script, you know, like.
Oh shit.
But those kids were fucking with me, and the community, the parents were fucking with me. So like, whenever you're doing that, it's cool. Ultimately, it was my decision to leave these places because like, I'm not gonna be anywhere that doesn't ride with me, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unappreciated.
So Culver City, San Francisco, came back home, taught at Locke in Watts.
I was there for one
Yeah.
semester.
So
Man,
I fuck
that school
with
is
that community, bro.
crazy.
The school is absolutely like it's crazy in the way it's run, you know.
Yeah,
like a lot of these
it's like a
schools,
fucking
And-
jail.
And the places that need to be run like with most care, they're run with the most like
Yeah.
with the most punitive measures.
It looks like LA County in there, like
yeah,
the way.
fool, they're like they didn't know what to. We don't know what to do with these boys. Recently got out, or they've always failed. I'm like, fool, give me an advisory with them.
Yeah.
Let me try to teach them some life skills. I try to have, some guy talks, shit, like teach them kind of value stuff. I mean, let me go outside with them at least
That's
once a
crazy.
week.
You win a log. Well, you just
So
you
yeah,
taught a
every
log.
Thursday we had either bola or basketball.
Yeah.
And we play one or the other. And these fools are so happy, just like doing that shit, bro, like enjoying that in class. And like at the same time, I'm gonna teach you, we're gonna have a little lesson. I'm gonna teach you something, bro, about, like whatever. I'll teach you about taxes. I'll teach you about
Yeah.
having healthy relationships. Like,
That's fire.
stop disrespecting women. Like, I don't know, man. It ranged. But
And then,
the
like-
point is just changing it up.
And teaching at log was one thing that you learned from that community because you come from Pasadena, being like
Yeah.
a very different community. Like now you go to one of the worst areas in LA County.
Yeah.
Period. Like, what's one thing that the beauty that you found in that community?
They remind you all the time, bro. Oh, you're from Pasadena? Like, nah, but I get it though. I get it. Nah, you got to put your little ego away.
Yeah.
It's the truth, but like,
Yeah.
shit's fucking, it's a different world. Fool.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Facts. So you got to come in there, and it's important to be knowledgeable about the community. So,
Yeah.
in other words, it's good to know hood politics, fool. Like,
It's good to know hood politics.
said,
so
we
you
gotta
you
read the
come in
room,
there,
bro.
you respect people, whether
Yes.
it's a little fucking squinkle or an old person, because the squinkle is gonna cuss you out.
Yeah.
Maybe just like the OG will, because
Yeah.
it's like a different way to carry things, and like it's also misconceptions about the hood. I've never felt safer than within a school. Why? Because I know gangs aren't gonna shoot up a school within a
Facts.
school ever. Never had to
You're
worry about that.
right.
After Locke, I taught in East Oakland for 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I was really more rooted in that community because I was there longer until the pandemic. Same shit, right? I never had to worry about that.
Yeah.
Outside, 5 blocks after or 3 blocks after,
Yeah.
different pedo.
Yeah, it is.
But so it's give and take. But ultimately, at the end of the day, these are kids, these are families who need a lot of support,
Yeah,
and
support.
meaningful learning. I think the difference is like in underserved communities, folks are underserved. They need way more support. Kids come in with way more baggage and duele way.
Yeah.
And also, it's good to see.
heavy going home with that.
Yeah, it's good to see people like ourselves, for like yourself, like being a teacher there and understanding who they are. Because a lot of these kids, like a lot of times, we have teachers that we don't have connections with.
They can
And
relate.
it-
Somebody
you know,
they can relate to.
They can, somebody that can relate, somebody that could, hey, wait, play like this or stop doing this type of shit. So,
I
that
think
way,
we're gonna start seeing that more.
you are seeing that more,
Yeah.
because I think, right now Latinos are progressing way more in the educational system.
Yeah.
So you are seeing that. So, hey, that's really, really, really good work that you're doing.
For
Yeah,
sure.
thank you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
bro,
my
it's-
most meaningful teachers were Latinos, brown, Hispanic, black. Those are my most meaningful teachers forever, dog.
Yeah.
And with this drive with technology, dog, do you notice like it's different to reach these kids, and how is it different pre-pandemic to post-pandemic?
Yeah, bro. I'm glad you mentioned that because then you also brought up AI earlier, and that stood with me too because that's been the biggest struggle, like AI.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, because they're not thinking for themselves. Like I had to go back to paper because they give them little Chromebooks until
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
I tried the Chromebooks for like a year or two, and I just couldn't because they were just getting copy and pasted answers,
Yeah.
And as ChatGPT got introduced, it only got worse.
For sure.
And even last year, I went back to
Sheesh.
paper. These fools would pull out their phones, and I started seeing like some fucking
Robotic.
prescribed
With
as
the
answers. I'm
dashes.
like, yeah, I'm like,
dash, huh?
this isn't you. You're over here using ubiquitous, fool. Like,
Metaphysical.
that's not till Unit 4, fool. Like, I know I haven't taught you that.
They're adding the M dashes.
I know, but
Chapter no more in his
yeah, so it's like, how do you address it? I'm not normally one for punitive measures, bro, but the district introduced
phone no
cell
call?
phone policy this year,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
apparently has been going on in LAUSD
Yes,
for
I like
a little
it.
bit
Yeah,
already.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
I have a
and
give
from
or
what I
take,
heard, it
bro.
hasn't been that bad.
But my son puts a fucking calculator in there and turns it in.
Really? See, but then these are the teachers. That's another thing. But we need some kind of
crazy.
evaluation system. For like, we need to get some of these. Like, they don't necessarily are OGs. Some folks have been in the game for 5 years and they're bad.
Yeah.
But the teachers are like, how are you that despistado, like not paying attention that you don't notice stuff?
Yeah.
Wait, so
Calculators being-
at PHS they're taking the phones?
Yes, this is the first year, bro. 2 years.
Yeah.
They didn't take your son's phone, bro. You need to check your
No,
teachers. I'm kidding.
I haven't heard anything from Marshall.
No, I thought it was the whole district, bro. But for sure, at least for passing.
Actually, I just got introduced to that yesterday. My boy brought,
this year?
he brought his little thing home, and I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "Yeah, we gotta drop our phones in there," and we just hand it to them to the teacher. I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, you could either choose either the pouch or like a little wooden. It was like a wooden box with like little.
I kind of
pockets.
felt some type of way, dog, because
Why?
I like to send my son a motivational text, full, you know what I mean, in the morning. Like, hope you have a good day,
Oh,
son.
you're one of those parents.
Yeah,
I remember those parents at 11:30. Like, my mom just texted me, like, if I ate yet.
I like that
"Fool,
shit,
did
bro."
Did she make you lunch? Well, that's your answer. Like, nah, I'm kidding.
You know,
gotta
I'm
go
just
back to
trying to.
handwritten,
I try to
bro.
do something different, dog. You know, my parents
Nah,
didn't do
that's
that for
cool.
me, dog. So,
Nah, that's
you know,
awesome.
I gotta
No,
throw that out there.
that's very different from like I'll have parents like literally call like a kid, and
wants
it
to talk
wouldn't
to
be an
you?
emergency.
And he wants to talk to you.
It'll be like literally like, oh, vas a venir a la casa después de la escuela, like some random stuff. But you roll with the punches, you deal with it. Having humor, sarcasm goes a long way. Now that like I feel like more of a veteran, like 12 years in the game.
Yeah.
I really try not to stress out too much, or at least not let them see you stress out, because then like that shit gets, like it only gets worse. So
Yeah.
I
I try
also
to play
feel
it cool.
I also feel like teaching is kind of like when you're coaching a team. Like you want to win them over so that they see like they will run through a wall for you, like,
Yes.
and they won't let you down. And once you get that, like everything else is
Bro, that shit
it'll
makes such
just
a
fall in
difference.
line.
Like saying what up to them every day, like calling them by their name or a little nickname, whatever. Like tapping in, checking in with them about what
All
they're
the
doing.
editors, yeah.
I got my every worksheet for every day. Check in 1 to 10. How you feeling today? Tell me why.
Nice.
So first thing, I'm going around the room and like, if I don't even already see it on your little carita that you're sad or mad or whatever, I'm gonna see it on the check-in. And then that just goes to show you so many, like a majority of the time, like if kids are like acting up or like acting out or whatever, checked out, it's something going on.
For sure.
They need to be
know?
heard, dog. You know.
Sometimes they like a few times they really just are assholes, but not. But but most of the time they're not. Like there's normal, even when they're assholes, they're going through something or like they don't have the best parenting, fool. And
Yeah.
like
To
that's why
express
people
themselves.
That's true.
that's
that
why
some-
people grow up to be assholes, because they don't have parents that like teach them to be like chill, good people,
Respectful,
considerate,
yeah.
empathetic,
Show your emotions.
show your
that shit,
emotions,
yeah.
like shit that almost is like we take for granted, but like I feel like now we recall it, but like when we were growing up, we remember what it was like to have those kind of conversations with homies. Or, oh, you're gay, fool, or
Don't share your
you're,
feelings,
like,
fool.
yeah, or like whatever, fool. Like there's always that. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like fighting back against that, that
Yeah.
learning
Stigma,
from
yeah.
the inculcation from
Yeah.
growing up. But folks that are trying to grow a little bit, it'll come. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
we're
think
all in our process.
It's important for kids to understand how to like deal with emotions, not to bottle it in. Yeah, it's okay to be upset, but know how to process that, and then not to put it into a negative form. You know what I mean? Know how to learn from that or what happened with them instead. Try to like let them try to deal with it. Me, I encourage my son to always like, yo, if you're upset, okay, let's talk about it. Let's process it.
Yeah.
So that way he doesn't take that and spew it into the world and shit. You know. 'Cause
That's beautiful, bro.
Because I always tell my kids like, don't do what you see other kids doing that are bad. Because I told them a lot of the time, most of the time, is because they have problems at home. They don't have the love. They're going through abusive situations at home, or they're going through a lot of dark stuff. So just know that you shouldn't be following people's behavior patterns because they don't have what you have at home. So understand that they're acting out for a reason, and you don't have to do what they gotta do to fit in.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I do teach the kids. Like,
beautiful,
don't,
bro.
don't bring that over here.
That's a great point, because like it connects directly to what I did today. Like the warm up was like words you've heard or advice you've heard.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, think about like people who have like, you know, blessed you with advice with wisdom. Like, tell me what they told you and like what's the deeper meaning behind it. So it's all these kids talking about mostly their parents
Yeah.
and the little nuggets of wisdom. I'm like, bro, come on. Even the kid who was like, you know, like, oh, I don't know about anything. I'm like, fool, you haven't gotten a little ponte las pilas before? Like, I know you have. Yeah, I have. All right, well, roll with that. Like, you know, but you hear these kids, and I'm like, bro, a lot of you guys really do have good parents. So
Yeah.
shout out to those of y'all out there who are doing the work to be better than the generation before you.
Yes, sir.
Facts, because like that's steps, little is baby steps. You
Yeah,
know?
it is.
Yeah,
fool.
exactly.
That's a very intrinsical exercise, fool. How do you grade your students, and what do your syllabus look like? Do you like give homework? Are you that teacher?
Yeah, I mostly don't give homework. Mostly,
Oh, I love that.
Well, mostly my homework is finish your classwork.
Yeah.
I also work them to the bell, fool, so you know it's like I'm not gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm easy in the sense that like we're gonna do a lyrical analysis today instead of reading a fucking Mary Poppins poem.
Oh, that's
You know,
dope.
we're gonna break down.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
You know, I'm looking at these fucking albums, bro, because I got all of these. I like on my class playlist, like, you know. But what comes to mind is fucking. I start the first day of school with a Tupac poem, and tomorrow.
Love that, brother.
And Tomorrow by Tupac, and then I get to introduce them to. I got the book. Y'all want to borrow the book? I got some copies, and then later on we analyzed the video for "Keep Your Head Up." Came out after the murder of Latasha Harlan, so
I love that.
just some old school stuff. We analyzed "Getting It" by Too Short. Analyze fucking F. Brock, Kanye in All Falls Down. Talk about the impact of capitalism
Yes.
and commercialism. You
I
know?
was bumping that yesterday in
Consumerism.
front of my daughter. That song all falls down.
So even you know, and it leads to like, all right, now let's do songs with a message. You give me a meaningful song,
Yeah.
give me a summary, break down 3 meaningful lyrics in there, you know, and it's like get them anything to buy in, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
it
so
really does
dope.
open the doors for music. It's been a huge avenue to really get my students to buy in, and I'm like, yo, and if you got good music, put me on, cause like, you know, just like I'm a foodie, like I'm a music head, so
Yeah.
like, give me some old school shit, give me some shit that your parents taught you about, like.
Yeah.
You know, and at the same time, like you also tap into your own shit because, like, man, they've given me some songs. I'm like, bro, I know this song. Or you know,
You realize
like,
your age. Like,
I'm over here, like, all right, you know, I got some white kids at PHS, so hella dope, bro. Love, just real quick, love the community, super diverse.
Yes.
At PHS, and like the white folks are like, oh, the white kids, some of my most amazing students, bro. They're really about it. Like they're really about building a brighter future for all of us, you know, and not falling into this bullshit nonsense.
You're
bro.
right,
Like,
you're
they're
right,
some of my
dog.
biggest advocates, supporters, like really down for the fucking causeway.
They're
like
down for the cause. They
Absolutely.
understand us. They are part of the community. That's what shout out to the white people. The white people that are a part of the.
It's
the
important for them to
community,
grow
dog.
within us, fool, so they
are.
can see like this. We're just like them too, you know.
And they also want to be a part of our traditions. Fool. They love tamales in the morning. They appreciate all of the little
the
things.
music, putting them onto the music.
Yeah, they love all that, fool.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's beautiful to see, man. So I really do try to use music as a vehicle to like again like tap into their critical thinking because y'all know meaningful music is
It's
just
everything,
it's just
yes.
as meaningful as any piece of literature,
Yes.
right? Like depends on how you present it and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's been a dope experience. And
And you chose high school to teach high school.
I chose high school, bro. I did 2 years of middle school. I served 2 years of middle school.
I like the way you phrased that.
Ya con eso tuve, güey.
Served.
My first 2 years. Bless their hearts,
it's kinda like
they're
a
little,
weird
like, they're
phrase.
curiositos, you know, like they're cool, like hey, look, you know, like little kids, like y'all dope, little innocent minds, but it's just like they're still developing their patience, like
And
you know,
and
like
middle
it's hard to
school,
get
yeah.
deep with them, you know, like
Yes.
it, you know, on some levels, you know, it really is harder to get deeper than with them. So I just felt like I connected more. Like I am trying to introduce stuff like literature, music, music videos. So I think that it does. I'm able to connect with that age group more. You know, I think I'm still, you know, talking about the labels. I'm ending my big bro era. I'm definitely going into like my Theo era.
Your
you know,
uncle,
like,
you're already an
I
uncle
feel like
officially.
I'm more of a Theo. Yeah, I told him like, I don't know. I just want to be the big homie to you and like
Yes.
support, teach you all this shit that me and the homies never got to learn.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all it is for me. It always goes back to my homies, bro. Like, I want to give all these kids the experiences, the opportunities, the encouragement that my little homies never got. So I see the little fucking Edgars under the bridge. Those are the fools I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Hey, fool, what's good? Like, you know, go to
Solid true
class.
fools, yeah.
Most of them I don't even have in my classes.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, you don't know how much of a difference that makes till you see them at the bus stop later. 'Cause I take the bus.
Yeah.
Like I'm in my neighborhood, so I'm
Oh, I
not-
love that.
you know, I take the bus home just like everybody else, like I did growing up. I'm not going to change. And the school gives me a free tap card, so I'm gonna use that shit. But, you know, like, but I see them in the neighborhood at the Vallarta with their mom, and it's like now I can connect with you, like, oiga, like su hijo, like es muy buen portado, muy respetuoso.
And then the mom over here flirting with you.
If it's not, it might be that. It might be like, oiga, no me mienta, like mi hijo no está bien portado, like nah, but they appreciate that shit, and like sometimes I am lying, like fool, I know you're annoying, you do be ditching sometimes, but maybe me hyping you up to your mom is like gonna give you a really chill weekend. She'll cook you a bomb meal today, and you're gonna come back tomorrow,
Good looking.
and like with a fucking good ass attitude, go to every one of your classes, and like you know maybe it's a new day for you.
Yeah.
So you never know when that shit makes a difference.
But honestly, like the more I hear you talk about like your class, like I would want to take that class, like just off of interest, like it's
yeah. So I try to, like I tell the parents, but I try to make it everybody's American history. We did it. I designed the curriculum, you know, with the help of some folks like in Pasadena Unified, and we got that shit passed by the UCs and the Cal States as a U.S. history class. So kids could take it in Pasadena as an 11th grade U.S. history class instead of having to go to regular 11th grade U.S. history, open up that dusty textbook, read about Cesar Chavez, MLK, and then be forgotten about the rest of the year.
That's facts.
You know, like I'm gonna teach you about your people and other people's peoples, like
that's a big
every
move.
day. So, you know, trying, you know, and you know, haciendo la lucha, but todos poniendo su granito de arena.
Do you feel like Latinos, like kids, are more fearless now than they were like 10, 15 years ago? 'Cause I feel like they're more fearless.
No, and yes, they're more fearless of like getting into fucking. No, I don't know. You know, the generational question is like, my instinct is to always be like every generation is the same in a different way, but there are some distinctions. You know, like they're more scared to fucking talk to people.
Yeah, they are.
They have less social skills.
Less social skills.
They're more willing to do shit online, maybe. Yeah, they're more willing to record a video for you, like maybe be more spontaneous with media than older folks. You know,
Tech savvy.
More
Way tech savvy. Yeah. They're
A lot of times they are more open-minded. The new generation tends to be more open-minded because I hear a lot of the homies these days and they're sounding like a lot of the old heads from before, and I'm like, you sounding like your dad, fool.
Yeah,
like, you know,
they are.
has shit really changed that much? You know, like so. And at the same time, yeah. So, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I'm saying by fearless because even during the whole riots, I saw more youth out here. I saw more.
I feel that, yeah. Like, absolutely. Like, they're more down. And, you know, you got to consider the motivations. And I feel like maybe a big motivation is social media. You know, you'll post about it or whatever. Yeah. And fuck it, bro. To a certain extent, like, we need it, obviously. You know, like, we have outlets like this who are uplifting. You know, like smaller voices, smaller markets, you know. I love what a lot of the shit y'all were talking about earlier, but what stood out to me is y'all like really valuing everyday folks trying to create content, create music, create art.
Yes.
You know, so we have so much talent here. Let's support it.
Support it.
You know, so, you know, I got, you know, some homies that are always down to like go to these little art pop-up shows, you know, stuff like Super Chief Gallery or like, man, I be hitting up the little underground cumbia scene here in LA. Like, I love my, you know, my cumbias rebajadas. Like, so it's just different shit like that. So I really respect that. And I bring that to the classroom too. A lot of local history, I talked today about Radio Jornalera, working out of the Pasadena Job Center. Yeah. And those schools have been uplifting community issues for going on 6 years now, and all immigrant led, and they're giving a voice to the people, you know, and like, when you don't have a platform for yourself, you create it, you know? And that is something I am trying to instill in these fools. Like, you want to be fearless about recording a fucking new TikTok video. Be fearless about protecting your neighbor and go fucking run out and record if you see ice, or go repost something meaningful when you see something about, you know, whatever, redistricting, what y'all were talking about, you know, like shit like that matters. Even just, so we all have our ways to do it, you know, and like our talents. So some people are creators, some people are thinkers, you know, like some people are motivators. So we all got our place in the revolution, you know. So,
but there is a lot of sense of pride in this new generation, right? Because I see a lot of them out in the protests. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
It is beautiful, and it's like, and it reminds you when you're up against the wall, like you either you're with us or against us.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of nopal en de frente folks these last few years. Some people are like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna be stubborn and stuck in their ways.
Yes.
And a lot of people are gonna be like, I fucking told you so. But it's part of the awakening. But I would say history always repeats itself, you know, especially if you don't learn from it. So I think to the 1960s and the East LA walkouts,
Yeah.
you know, so that generation was fucking with it. Like
That
the civil rights
generation
movement,
was
fool,
with it, yeah,
they were with it. It wasn't about the fucking
More
views,
unified, yeah.
the posts, you know, like it was about like I felt like I was making a change.
Yeah.
You know, but even then, a lot of the little homies then were motivated. Like, I'm not going to class, you know, like I'm gonna walk out. So,
Yeah.
but who cares? You got the homies. You know, you got the cholos, you got the whatever, the taggers, you
The
got
rockers.
oh yeah, you got the
skater
rockers, the
fools.
skate. Yeah, you got the
skaters,
goths, the
yeah.
skaters.
Nerds.
You got all those who's out there for one cause, you know. So,
Hey, but also like in one of the protests and the you know the big truck that they used to play music, the Radio
that
Jordanera.
operates out of the job center. A lot of those fools.
They were you know playing music and they were calling people up to the front and they said who's the youngest protester here, and it was you know high school kids, and they walked up and then they said, oh, ¿quiénes son la gente más grande de aquí? You know, you had abuelitas pull up and you put them together. And they were like, oh, el más joven y el más grande, you know, and it goes. You could see the range of, you know, of people being involved, and I think it was important to
Bro,
to highlight that.
Like we need more of that, like that cross generational connection. You know, as literally they're one of their few homework assignments is coming up starting tomorrow is interview an elder.
Yeah.
Sick, fool.
So
Yeah.
you know, like
It's always one of those things you look back and like I never talked to my grandma enough. I never asked her about this,
Yeah.
dog. So that's important stuff.
that's why I
you're
just
doing
push
there.
them like just please like if you gotta go to your mom or dad, cool, but like try like somebody you haven't tapped in with, like especially if they're older, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it speaks for themselves. So try to combine that cultural learning, that wellness, that mental health, and then meaningful, actual like critical analysis of American history.
Yeah.
Like don't get it twisted. Like we're diving deep in American history, but through everybody's lens. You know, we're honoring everybody's stories, everybody's communities, or at least I'm gonna try my best to.
What do you feel like the parents are lacking now? Like from like you growing up and involved, like to now teaching.
I think some parents like continue to be checked out. They're just checked out with something else.
Yeah.
You know, there's young parents and older parents who are checked out on their phone. You know, I got 55-year-old moms on Facebook and I got 30-year-old moms on Instagram, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
pero igual like they got the same issue. That
You
I
gotta
would
start
say
locking their phones too, dog.
Yeah, the economy, like we don't talk about it way like it's harder to survive
Yes.
today
Absolutely,
It is
more than ever.
definitely.
Yeah. It
You know,
is.
we like there's a lot of studies that show like the fucking generation before the boomers, these fools they went to college for free.
And they look at us like, what
They
the
got
fuck? Stop buying coffee. And like, what the fuck,
I read
bro?
something that like if we wanted the same buying power as someone in like the 50s that was making minimum wage, we would all need to make like $70 an hour.
Exactly. Yeah. I just saw that post a few days ago. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like and it, to go to what you mentioned real quick is like they always bring it back to the individual. Like, oh, you just gotta buy less coffee and you'd get that down payment.
Yeah.
Like, no, fool, it's a fucking systemic issue.
Yeah.
And most of the time it is. Why? Because the playbook doesn't change. They're going to squeeze the fuck out of the poor every time as much as they can until the poor speak up and revolt. But right now, the poor are too busy because they're too tired. They get home, they're going to get faded, or they're too busy. They got pictures to the kids, or they're going to watch a game or a podcast or something to distract them from the fact that they're exhausted.
Yeah.
And they're so tired of having to just
reality.
survive to pay bills.
There was a bill that was tried to be passed where they wanted to increase the tax on those making less than $30,000 an hour by 7.5%.
I heard that.
That was
yearly.
wild. Yeah, I read that.
Crazy stuff.
This whole fucking tax Trump cut, fool, like, unless you're making fucking racks, like, it's
Unless
not,
you're making,
it's
unless
not benefiting.
unless you're making like
It's actually
300,
probably
yeah.
a detriment.
Hey, but also back then, I feel like for my parents, like it was hard for them to even like help me with my homework because they didn't even speak English. They couldn't
Yeah.
even read English. Like, and as I got older, I learned how to finesse, how to get my way out of like knowing that I was in trouble because I was able to like they didn't understand it at all.
Yeah.
So that's also a challenge, different as opposed to now with
Yeah.
technology. It's not that they're checked out, but they just don't know. Like and
Yeah,
I
I feel like we felt more alone. Like they were putting this pressure. Like you have to be successful, but you're on your own because I can't teach you anything.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to, what we were saying, how right after high school, you're trying to find a trade to start working, dog. You know what I mean? Because
Something secure.
parents been
It's a
needed
different
help.
set of priorities now.
You know what I mean?
And in a lot of ways, it's fine. Like before, the trades were like shunned for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, college bound, college or nothing.
Yeah.
Now, fool, it's like, hey, community college is free. Parents are like, fool, maybe you should go. Cause look, I don't know about paying 40 racks for you, like to go an extra 2 years.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, like you got to take advantage of the resources when they were there. But
Yep.
yeah, I think sometimes the priorities for parents are different right now. For right now, priorities for parents are like helping your kids figure out a way to be able to survive on their own.
On their own, dude. It's
Yeah.
So if
scary.
that means like, and for us to survive as we help you survive. So for a lot of my parents who are working class, is like, I love you. I want you to go to a 4-year right away.
Yeah.
But unless you get some fucking kind of scholarship, which is rare, like a lot of people watch too many movies.
Yeah.
And you realize when you get there, like scholarships aren't just handed out like that, and like it's really hard to get one.
And the
a lot of these
paperwork.
parents are realizing like, maybe you should do the community college and trade route and make sure you have a good steady job, because like a welder can make $100K a year, and they're not wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell the kid the same thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, what do you like to do, or what do you think you'd want to do? I'm not really the college type. Like I get bored, I get distracted. You want to work with your hands? Cool. Like, all right, now let's talk about what the avenues are.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, I tell them I got homies who are in trades, making more money than me.
Yes.
And that's great. Like we can all eat. But the most important thing is that people are doing what they love, and they're
Yeah.
getting compensated appropriately for it.
Yeah.
That's why shit like unions is important, which I also push trade work, because most of this will end up in unions.
Yeah.
So I know that they'll have proper compensation and protection after they retire, But yeah, the kids are fearless in a lot of ways, but I think in a lot of ways we're all fearful. Like we're down to go to a march, but I don't know. I feel like we need something more than just a march and a post on
Yeah.
Instagram, What is it? I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, we're
Because
still figuring that out.
I want to be all rebellious and be like, yeah, revolution. But fool, that's bloody, that's messy, and there's no solution after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no clear solution after that, So I want to believe in the system and politics and be like, we just need to elect better people or hold people accountable. Like once you fuck up, once you're out, like there's no re-electing you.
No
But in
re-electing
order
you.
for that, people have to be conscious about who they're electing, So fuck it. If it means I'm reposting all this shit about all your representatives to let you know who you're following, who you voted for or didn't vote for, maybe that'll convince you to vote next cycle.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot of homies tell me over the years, like, fool, after a while you got to me and I finally went to go vote.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, just tell me you didn't vote for Trump. We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, but that's a common thing too, like amongst your peers, like not even voting. Like that's very,
or
very
like shit
common.
fuck the national vote, fool. Like
Fuck the
they're all
national
sellouts because the Democrats are
Yeah.
too. I'll be the first one to tell you.
Facts.
Fuck both the parties. I'm be the first one to tell you. I'm a fucking socialist, bro. I'm an extremist, anarchist, whatever, Antifa, whatever you want to call it. But what I do know is that we
Locally.
need to put pressure on these candidates to live by what the fuck they say.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, if we live by the Constitution and the laws the way they're set, we should have a pretty solid country. But the thing is that these rich people are manipulating these laws to their advantage, and it should be for the benefit of all. So that's the hard part, bro. Convincing these kids to get into politics and shit like
Yeah.
that. But,
And that's a tough conversation to have with friends and family, right? Just keep egging that on. It's almost like, damn, this would never shut up about this, but it's important, right?
yeah,
It's
and you find
important
a
stuff.
balance, bro, because like you also got to know like how to get your message across, So it's
You gotta
like,
come in with the
it's like
facts.
anything. It's like but it's like being a comedian or a rapper or whatever. It's like, like you can be a critical rapper and be, like Joey Badass goes off, but he's also gonna be super critical and
Yeah.
thoughtful with his shit, But it's because you gotta have a talent to do that. Just like you gotta be a talent to be a speaker, You gotta be able to
You
connect.
figure
with
out what your
people.
talent is and use that
Yeah,
to layer the message and soften it up enough for them to understand. Because a lot of times too, it's hard to get through to people, dog, if it's not the right way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you got to talk to the homies like they're still the homies.
Yeah.
Like, so I went through my college phase or like I was annoying as fuck and like, stop saying bitch, stop saying the N word.
Saying the N-word
for sure.
And I was on it and I'm still going to be like, I'm going to just give you a look or ignore you at this point if I'm
Yeah.
kicking it with you. And it's going to be more about a reflection of me and do I want you in my circle. But, bless my homies' hearts, bro. Like, these are my homies from high school. And the majority of them, I've cut 2 or 3 out over the years. But a majority of them, bro, even if it's David's here or like bitch slips out, it's like my bad David, my bad, and I'll just laugh at this point, and I'm like all right fool, like cool, but it's like the fact that I got you thinking that way. And then I'm like, because ultimately it's for your own benefit, fool.
It's a learning behavior.
I promise you'll pick up more, and you're probably gonna pick up like more women that you'll actually be of substance, that you'll be attracted to in the long run.
For sure.
Hey, but also like the code switch, because you use the bitch word, but when you're talking to your mom, you don't even talk like that. You don't even say bad words in Spanish at all. Like, so it's like,
you gotta do know how to code switch, and like with the bitch, I'm gonna be honest, like I barely started like saying it again. I barely started saying it. It's so many and I say it, and I mostly just say it to my homies, like the guy homies. I don't use it to disrespect women. Like I still very much have that filter, just because I'm trying to be about what I teach about.
For sure.
But I'm human, and sometimes I want to fuck. I can't think of another word to call you besides
so
piece of
many
shit
good
or
rap
whatever.
songs,
So
fool. It's in all
I'm
the
a roll
good
with
rap
bitch,
songs.
I'm not gonna say pussy because technically pussy's like the strongest muscle in the body, and like that shit pushed your big ass head out. Like, I promise your little balls can't do that shit, bro. They flick your shit, you're laying on the ground, But it's a balance, but like that, you joke around with folks about it, and they're more willing to be receptive about not saying it no more as opposed to you attacking them, So you do try to find a way to balance. So I have a private account on Instagram, but the people that follow me know I'm gonna be vocal about political shit. I'm gonna try to inform you, and I'm gonna try to find a balance about culture and music and like sports and shit too, because it's all connected.
Yeah.
And I think we need to highlight the folks in the industry, in the music industry, in the sports industry, in whatever acting that are brave enough to still be about their shit. Yeah. Because you are vulnerable to getting canceled.
Absolutely.
And the conservatives want to talk about cancel culture, blah blah blah. Like y'all fools are trademark cancel culture. Like somebody's too political for you and you cancel them out.
Yeah.
Sports has shown that over history, over time. Cats in the NBA have been booted out. So. Oh, Kaepernick, my boy. Shout out Kaepernick. Bro, I'm a Niner fan.
Stop trying out, homies.
I'm a Niner fan too. I saw his last game here at the Coliseum. Fool.
So with the whole Kaepernick thing, I just feel like I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed when he continues trying to be in the NFL. I'm like, brother, they showed you how fucking racist they are.
Yeah.
And like, why are you still begging these people for a fucking job? Like, why?
I hear you. I probably would have gone to the CFL by now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it's maybe more to I don't know if it's more of an effort to stand on business and be like, I'm gonna do this shit until hasta que acabe because, it's about principle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's it. But that fool, shout out Colin Kaepernick.
Shout out Colin Kaepernick.
And Know Your Rights Camp because he invited us in Pasadena to Know Your Rights Camp that he hosted here in South Central.
Yeah, I think Nipsey was involved, right?
Last year or the year before. But I hosted hundreds of kids from all over LA.
Okay.
And informing them about their rights. And other workshops also had shit about what's this new stuff? Like business and fucking finance, shit like that, so stuff that was relevant to the kids now, get into marketing, a lot of these kids are interested in that, cool. So these are the opportunities I'm trying to tap my students into, like real world experiences, Or let's take the fucking train and go analyze some murals and go eat in Koreatown, bro. You'll get more culture than you would have sitting in your desk all day.
When it comes to high school, what's an underrated subject matter that every kid should at least try that class out?
Ethnic studies.
Absolutely.
Let's
go.
Yeah.
Shoo.
That's it, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna teach you you put your kid in ethnic studies with a teacher who's well trained. You're gonna get an experience that teaches your kid to be a good person, to be a critical thinker, to be a global citizen, and to be conscious about accurate history.
Yeah.
And I think they'll walk out of there like fuck, I got a good experience about it, and he treated me cool. He was nice, he was funny, he played some good jams. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I think
go for it.
I think the ability to critical think is more important than ever, and I really am proud to have you being able to teach that, because my biggest concern for the future, and we've talked about this, is that people are becoming very reliant on AI to the point where they can't think about anything. They have to rely on AI even to have a conversation. Do you wish that there would be policies in place where it'd be more strict or maybe even impossible for children in school, maybe even out of school, to use it?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it back. So we just passed a cell phone policy, and I was like, I'm not punitive. I hate enforcing the rules, and I'm still gonna do shit my own way. So did I put them in the little cubbies? No. I told them, look, I'm gonna give you this deal one day. You tell me if you want it or not. You leave it in your backpack and I don't see it. If there's 5-10 minutes at the end of class and we're all done, cool, you can take it out. Does that work for y'all? All 140 kids raise their hand. I'm like, yeah, I thought so.
That's dope.
Yeah, but it's made a difference. And I hate doing shit like that, but sometimes you need to do stuff like that. And like phones are consuming us, bro. I had a kind of rough day at, at class. A couple kids were being annoying more than anything. I fucking zoomed out on my phone for 2 hours. And then I'm like, bro, bring it back. Wait, like, you got a dope podcast to get excited for. Like, be present. Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, cool, 2 hours. And I'm, getting excited, like, whatever. But it's like, we all fall victim to it.
Yeah, we do, bro.
So I try to be genuine with them about it. I don't got my phone out. Like, if I do got music, I'm going back to Spotify on my laptop, but I'm not going to have my phone out. Like, I'm riding with y'all on this. And they've been more tapped in, bro.
Yes.
Even the kids who aren't going to write anything, at least now they're not on their phone, not writing anything. They're going to give me one sentence.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to check in with them and then push them along. We'll get something going. So I have hope that maybe no cell phones and like staying writing on paper will preserve a little bit of meaningful learning that it can be had. But do I worry? I worry all the time, bro. Especially when they get to college and shit. Like, they all work on laptops. And in a lot of these classes, they work on laptops.
Yeah.
Teachers don't want to go through the ordeal of doing the worksheets and going to copy and print. That shit breaks down every week.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking printer mechanic now, apparently.
Pinche
raspones from last week, right? Paper misfeed and,
Change the maintenance kit.
Again,
damn it.
yeah, but it's going to be a huge concern for the rest of my career. But it concerns me about everything, way, because it's like we're all a lot of people are getting dumber.
Dependent on it.
Just
dog.
dependent. For everything. It's like I've heard people say like,
people talk
I was
to
gonna
it.
break up with a girl and like
It's crazy.
help me come up with a good text, and that shit was low key thoughtful.
Yeah, I've heard that using it as a therapist is like the number one way to use it right now.
I believe it, yeah, especially online therapy. But so yeah, that's the state of education right now is that critical thinking is dire more than ever. So avoid getting your kids' phones for as long as possible.
Yes.
Limit the screen time as much as possible. Even if they don't got to read a book all day every day. Go get them to the fucking playground.
Yeah.
Go interact, talk to some kids. If you're bilingual, make sure you teach them the other language.
Yeah, dude.
Like coming from people who were raised learning Spanish first.
Yeah.
Didn't you fucking learn English along the way?
Yeah.
Yes, we all ended up learning that shit, Like, so your kid will be fine,
And I find that like when I like for me, like my son, when I put him in part of the swim team in the swim class, like being in that environment helped him in his grades, like in a weird way. Like now he went from a C student to an A student naturally without us trying to enforce him to like do the right thing in school. It's just him learning discipline in the sport. Like he applied it in school naturally, and it's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, man, sports are crucial. Like any extracurriculars, art, music, whatever. But it's just like, again, it's like think about the checklist. Like, are you hitting every checklist with your kid? Like, am I tapping? Like, are they getting their exercise in? Put them in some fucking sport and try something different. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, bro, shout out to you, bro. What kind of sports has your kid tried so far?
He did soccer, fencing, and basketball.
I mostly wanted to ask him because
Fencing is definitely
fancy fool.
Crazy, bro.
My brother up in Toronto, got one of my nephews in fencing. The other fools are the twins, super aggressive, but those fools in taekwondo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, something. So activate that. And then is their mental health good? Are you talking to them about y'all talked about express your feelings, let's have these conversations. Like, cool. Are you teaching them to be good people? Like, are they getting to meet their elders in the family? Are they helping with the meals, or do they have chores?
Yeah.
Or is it just like, fool, they're quiet in their room, so you're chilling?
No, can't.
Because that reminds me of like I'm not a parent yet, but I know as a teacher, a lot of them, when they could have their phones and their laptops out, it'd be hella quiet. Next thing I knew, 5 minutes later, I'm on Price Picks. Like I checked out and then the whole room's quiet, but I'm like, and I catch myself after a minute or two, I look up, everybody's on some screen.
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck are we doing right now? So I had to catch myself slipping last year because I was the year that I was doing laptops and stuff, because I was falling into the ease of it, thinking they were learning. I mean, yeah, they're filling out the work, but you're getting a bunch of fucking AI answers.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and I'm over
crazy,
here
bro.
chilling on Price Picks, like fuck, losing most likely. Like, but you know, but nah. So we got
That's
a lot of
crazy
work
that
to do, bro. But you gotta bring it back to the human, you know, and like connect with them, bond with them. Fucking, you don't want them on their phones? Be over there, be talking to them. Go around the room.
Yeah.
You could tell I got ADD when I'm teaching because
Yeah.
I'm at one kid, I'm at another. I'm changing the song. I'm giving an example.
Oh,
like-
you put music on school class?
Oh,
Ah,
absolutely, bro.
fire.
Absolutely. It's like low, you know,
Yeah,
low,
low.
but it's chill vibe. So that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I got most of that album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill,
love
on
it.
that playlist. Fool. I got a few SZA songs like
Yeah.
on that playlist, like Nas, of
Nah,
course,
of course.
like a few of this album. I got.
You have a good
some
taste. Hey, you
Kendrick
probably
stuff,
belong
little
on
bit
a
of
seat. You
everything.
probably belong on this podcast, homie.
It's not, yeah, bro. But and the cool part too is like I said, they put me on. So like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll tap into my kids. You know, I'll catch them slipping. Be like, all right, y'all better sing along with me. It's like, kiss me under the bearded barley, and I'm like, you know, I catch them slipping with the shit you wouldn't expect, or like I'll play some old school shit. Fridays, old school Fridays. It's
Yeah.
all oldies, all old school, fucking, or like shit I grew up on, Art LeBeau shit. You know, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
you know, like
and that's
put them
crazy
on
'cause-
some stuff, you know, and a lot of them will, you know, the kids who are about it, and they'll remind you of you if you were that kid who would like, you know, tap into music with older people. Like, there's kids who would be like, "Hey, Flores, what song is that? That's dope." And I'm like, oh, "Okay, I'm like, let me put you on."
Let me put you on.
Yeah, and they'll put you on too. So that exchange, like I said, anything to get to connect. But music is a big part of my class, and it's gonna continue to be, bro. It's an
Yeah.
outlet to be able to like really tap into critical thinking. So,
All right.
yeah.
Did you have any students that were affected by like the fires and shit?
Yeah.
did, bro.
How hard was that?
Yes,
Was that tough?
yes, yes.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Look, your neighborhood went through two big things, right? You had the fire, you had the ice. How did that affect your the community?
yeah, bro. It's been a fucking heavy ass year, bro.
Yeah.
And then, you know, on top of that, I lost a student.
Sheesh.
Rest in peace to my
Rest in
student,
peace.
Ivan
Rest in
Cervantes.
peace, man.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
I lost my colleague up in East Oakland, Marvin Boomer. A CHP chase went off the highway into the neighborhood.
Oh.
He was just walking with his wife. So things like that have been hitting. But yeah, the ice race, bro. I was supposed to be on vacation. I'm like, I'm not gonna work. I don't have kids yet. Like, this is one of the last summers maybe I can
Summer
enjoy.
break.
That whole first summer way is like, now I'm on a community defense team, and I live in front of Villa Park. The fucking ABC7 caught me in my fucking Crocs. Like, I didn't give him permission. I'm like, give me a better angle, fool. Like, nah,
Let me
but
fix
yeah,
my hair right quick.
hold up, and my trunk goes down. Nah, but you know, like going through the trauma, like running across the park face to face with this fool who's kidnapping people all over LA.
Yeah.
It ended up being this fool who looks like Job from Fuerza Regida. I feel like it.
Of
This
course.
was all over Linwood, all these places, and like, you know, just like, what do you want to do so much and say so much, and that's when you're like, you realize, are you really about it or not, you know? So like, yeah, I was mustered up the courage. I was able to talk a lot of shit and say what I wanted, and at the same time, it's like, I could have done so much more. Like, why didn't I like slash that fool's tire when he ran away? Like, why didn't I, you know, like you just think about so
Yeah.
much, and you're getting trained in the moment. So
Yeah.
now you're getting trained. Now you're trying to train other people. So it was heavy, bro. It was.
But also like in that video, it was like the sense of urgency that was like impactful because you know you're brave, and also just like, you know, running across and, you know, confronting ice and all that, like that takes a lot, you know, and some people can't do that. So just even, you know, just doing that act is like very powerful to other people.
I appreciate
for sure.
that, bro. And it's like, yeah, like I hate that. Like sometimes I hate that. Like, oh, because that video was posted on your page and it kind of got bigger, then people bring it up, and it's like, that's great, you know, and like that's why platforms like this are important. I appreciate y'all sharing it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, but it's like, also, it's like, it shouldn't take a fucking social media post all the time. It should take the fact that like you see fools every day on the ground, like doing this work, like the job centers at the fucking corner of your neighborhood, fool, or like these vigils are happening, these demonstrations are happening
Yes.
here in the neighborhood. When the fires happened, bro, the job center rallied jornaleros from all over the neighborhood. They had fucking trucks lined up and down Lake Avenue, you know, and they asked for volunteers. Like, I was out in the neighborhood, fool, like picking up ramas. I lasted 3 days. And I knew I was meant for the classroom. But nah, but I lasted 3 days. I went all out, breaking my back. These folks are doing it for weeks. Why? Because the government didn't come and do it. So, they did it. And it's just like, it shouldn't always take a social media post. However, the power of social media to amplify these stories is crucial and powerful, because how many outlets didn't amplify their work?
Yeah.
And then they got way more donations, way more support. So it's a fine balance.
Yeah.
You know?
Because also, like, with the fires thing and, like, the jornaleros helping, a lot of the people that were helping was the Hispanic community. And
The white allies that we were talking about earlier,
see-
or folks from other communities, like, from every community that was
and like shortly after that, after the fires and everything, like trying to get back together, ICE came and attacked, the same, jornaleros that were helping. So it's like they're literally, busting their ass, like trying to help, the community come back together. And now they're being attacked, and like, it's,
how could you not show up for that?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, they were there picking up the fucking ramas, like picking up your streets, like not asking for anything in return.
Yeah.
And in this kind of fucking transactional kind of society, it shouldn't take people doing something for you to you want to do something for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you should just like tap into your fucking
Be a good
humanity.
person.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
forget where you came from, and like alguien te dio la mano a ti at one point, and you could do the same, and you'll get it back one day.
Oh, it always comes back from.
It's not always about instant gratification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, like what I'm hearing, a lot of people are buying a lot of these burn lots or burn homes and Pasadena, and it sucks is to see like private corporations, private
Taking
real estate
advantage.
companies are coming in. They're already trying to like that, and I'm sure it's gonna change the community a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that sucks to see that. On top of that, the ICE situation happened right after. How has that affect the mind state and people in the classroom?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of kids are scared. Like, a lot of their families or parents are undocumented. There's been a few kids who have shifted to online, like working from home, like in the pandemic. So that's been heavy. One of my students who kind of like the quiet homies, like he's big, tough on the football team, but like this was hella chill, like reserved. And, we do an ancestor acknowledgement every day. And I brought up, like, I want to honor the 6 community members who were kidnapped from the car wash on Monday.
Sheesh.
And he comes up to me after class, his break. He's like, Flores, he's like, one of them was like my uncle. And like the worst part was that he was in the break room and he didn't even have to come out, but he was so scared, he panicked. He came out to see what was going on. And then they got him, and it's like, so like, how do you respond to that or whatever, So it's like, I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta listen and fucking hold space, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna have all the solutions.
Yeah.
I can maybe connect you with like the job center. They might have a lawyer for you, or whatever. But you can only consult them so much. So a lot of times, like folks just need somebody to listen to them.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, it's just be
Makes a
there.
big
But
difference.
but yeah, man. Like the school, the district has tried to reassure us that they did hide in security. They put new like gates. There's only one way to get in through the front.
Yeah.
So that's reassuring. I think the
dope.
kids feel comfortable. But you just never know,
Because
So,
we gotta keep Pasadena brown still.
that's right,
Keep
bro.
Pasadena brown.
That's right. Keep Altadena black, bro.
Pasadena black too.
That's
Yeah.
one of the first. That's one of the first like middle class
Yeah.
like black like neighborhoods in the country or in the state for sure. So
Yeah.
a lot of preserve a lot of that history. I got kids who are 3rd generation Pasadenians
Yeah.
who grew up or Altadenians, who grew up in that neighborhood. So it's a rich history there, bro. So a lot of stuff, I try to share with them as well. But yeah, every day is gonna be a new struggle. It just hurts more when it's right at your doorstep,
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's when it reminds you, like, are you fucking about the action or not?
Yeah.
Because it's easy to repost and talk about it when it's over there. But like, are you about it when you're here? And like, where the whole down ass fools at?
Yeah.
Where the fools that are really about it? Like, be about it, fool. Be about
Be
the
about
work.
it,
Like,
be about the
be
community.
out here and help the community. Because if you love it so much,
Yeah,
protect
because we're quick to destroy the community, but sometimes we gotta help the community out and make sure that we continue being a productive part of the
Society.
social society.
Yeah, and we could blend it. We keep both, keep the graffiti and fucking,
Yeah.
and at the same time, let's open a fucking art gallery.
Yeah, open up a
or
gallery.
open a music studio so the kids can fucking come and record after school. I got little kids who are making a band right now, fool, and they're like, oh, the church in Altadena just reopened their studio. Like, we're going to go practice, record. I'm like, sick.
It's a big deal, man.
They just need outlets, bro. They just need
outlets.
Oh,
outlets
they
for
made
expression.
they made a CD, their own little album
Yeah.
cover. design. Sick. I'm like,
That's
fucking
sick.
punk rock guys. Good shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Good shit.
that's what it's about. That, you know, like keeping that grassroots music. It's that grassroots kind of community, you know. So yeah, man.
I appreciate it. But I do appreciate you pulling out, dog. You showed a lot of wisdom today. You know what I mean? I think we could all learn from that, you know, especially dealing with the kids that we have kids and understanding, you know, their struggles is different from our struggles. Not trying to apply our growing up on them. I know, like, people are like, yo, but that's how I was raised. Like, bro, things change.
Yeah.
You gotta adapt.
Yeah.
You gotta, whatever you were raised on, it's not gonna work in 2025, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You
Or
know?
keep the good things and leave the
Keep
bad.
the good things, and also progress the way they're thinking and understand them more. You know what I mean? The kids are. They'll talk to you if you talk to them. You take the time to understand them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can tell you have a lot of pride in what you do.
Well,
Is there a lasting impact you want every kid going through your room to leave as they leave your classroom at the end of the year?
Yeah, I tell them that I want them to like strive to be people who don't just talk about doing things in their life, but take the action to accomplish it. I'm like, I want y'all to be people that don't just talk about it, but be about it. You know, so I really do and try to motivate my students to be like agents of change in their community, you know, in their families, be that change they want to see, you know. And I think ultimately it's like, use your power, use your talents, use your gifts for not only the benefit of yourself, but for the benefit of the greater good of your loved ones, of your community. Because we're all blessed with gifts. And that's what I try to inculcate in my students. All of you are fucking unstoppable and capable of anything in this life. Every single one of you. But it's just like tapping into your gifts and finding your route and your outlet to be able to impact and inspire people, you know? And like I said, everybody's got a role in the revolution. So the quiet thinker, the quiet artist, you know, the technician, everybody's got a role there. So, yeah, I'm just trying to play my part. Like I said, poner mi granito de arena, and blessed to do what I do. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
Make sure you guys tap in. Make sure you guys follow the homies. Where can we follow you, David?
David Colt Media.
Well, media. Make sure you tune in for your
La
brand.
Candelita.
Candelita.
And La Candelita coming soon. A brown-owned, Raza
little
inspired
candle company.
candle company that's coming. We're burning one right there. Coming soon, and make sure we appreciate, you know, his contributions to the podcast. Where can we find you, Fly?
Recuerdos by Fly.
Shoosh, 900.
911.
All right, where can we find you, Brandon?
Brandmore.
Brandmore. All right, where can we
Brandmore.
find you? I don't know if you're.
Yeah, I'm on there. David Decolonize.
Is there anybody want to support for anything in this class?
Yeah, y'all want to donate anything? Y'all want to
Donate
invite us on a
anything?
field trip somewhere? Take us on a trip
Yes.
somewhere cultural? We're down. We ain't got no money, so we'll take it. All right.
I appreciate you, brother, once again. It was actually a really good
Nah,
pod.
yeah, it was dope.
Yeah,
fool.
yeah,
You should
yeah.
come
Love
back. You
this.
should
I love
come
this.
back.
Y'all
You
have
definitely come back.
Yeah,
You
man.
fit this pod, and make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. We're gonna be clipping more clips. I know Brandon's here looking at me. We need more clips.
I'm the analytics guy. My bad.
And they've been working. I've been uploading some clips. They've been getting them numbers. So make sure you guys tap in and support. And catch you guys next time. Man. We out.
All right.
Let's do it.